Hey guys, welcome to the Big Fat Chat. My name is Dan, and I'm actually with someone today who I said would be here last week. But do you want to introduce yourself, Di?
Am I introducing myself like this?
Well, yeah, if you want to. I would, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Well, put your radio voice on.
I just fucking did
Like
that.
name, age,
Hello there.
sexual preferences. Speak up a little bit as well.
How's this?
Yeah, that's better.
Well, I just fucking did introduce myself, didn't I?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Di.
Is that all right, or
It's going to have to be it. Well,
am I introducing myself like that, or
well, no.
am I doing the squeaky pitched
Well,
introduction?
no. Well, you ain't going to do. Well,
I'm not.
are you
going
to be
that.
Di? You're not going to be Di. You're not going to be Di Ling Ping. You're just going to be.
Die.
Yeah, Di.
Yeah.
So, basically, just a quick shout out to everybody who actually listened last week. I understand that like a whole hour of just listening to me talk about my existence could be tough for some people. So, I had loads of feedback. A lot of people said that it would have been a little bit better if there was two of us. So that's what we're going to do, and I think we're just going to try developing for the next couple of weeks now, isn't it? Just like kind of see what works, see what doesn't work.
That's correct.
And
Did you want me to say anything then? Or
well, I don't know. Like, we're going to converse at some point. I mean,
Yeah, well,
it's not going to be me talking and you going, indeed. And all like,
Yes,
yes,
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
I concur.
I concur
Yeah. So,
wholeheartedly.
so yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit more of a free flow format, and it might be a little bit longer because when me and you get talking, 50 minutes is quite short, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
just when you came here, we've already started talking about kebabs
And
how you managed to try getting yourself a little bit of a Pepsi for free.
a Pepsi for free. We talked about your fucking tree
We've
in a parking space.
We talked about outside my house. There's like 30 or 40 foot. There's a tree, and for some reason, Di couldn't fit his car in between a 30 or 40 foot gap.
It's not for the fact that I couldn't fit my car in there. It's just like as I drove down the road, I looked at it and I thought, what is the function behind that?
Aesthetics, isn't it?
I understand this aesthetics, but why didn't they just like put it on a fucking curb?
Because it's on the curb, then, isn't it? You're saying that like the freedom of movement of cars is more important than the freedom of movement of pedestrians.
Of trees.
Maybe. No, pedestrians. Well, if you put it on the path, you're blocking pedestrians, then, isn't it?
Yeah, but I understand that, right? But like I also recognise that the trees have been here for fucking years. Yeah. So
Since
it's not
before
for the
this house
fact
was
that they've
built.
just gone, oh look, let's plant a tree there. Yeah?
Yeah, no, they built it around the trees.
Well, yeah, but why not then, like, make the curb come out a little bit more?
Because,
So then,
well, you're still losing the space, aren't you?
well, no, because you could park alongside the fucking tree then, couldn't you?
How'd you open your door?
Climb over the other side and get out the opposite
All right,
side.
so
Yeah.
bring the path out to make it a little bit easier, but you
Yeah,
have to climb.
Just climb over to the passenger side.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
So you've spoken about that. You've spoken about your kebab. I haven't had a kebab.
I'll quite often eat a kebab when I'm sober.
Sober. I don't think I've ever done it.
But I don't drink anyway, so
So you're always sober.
I'm always eating fucking kebabs when I'm sober. And to be honest, like people will look at me and think you disgusting twat, but there's nothing wrong with a kebab when you're sober. I don't think.
Like sober as in not even had a single drink.
No, I'll just like come back from the gym where I've trained really hard, and then I'll go.
And you just ruin it
I'll just reward myself now by eating like
more than you've worked out.
4,000 calories worth of fucking kebab. Like
That's fair enough, I suppose. Everyone deserves a treat.
but I don't. Do you know what I mean? There's this sort of expectation that you've got to be pissed to eat a kebab because they're fucking greasy and do you know what I mean? You just a piss head and you just got to fill your face with shit.
I haven't. I've had it before where I've just had a drink in the house and I've had a kebab. That's pretty much. I don't think I've ever fully like. I feel like you have to have a pint with it. That's my.
No, see, I don't. Though. I can.
So you just having like squash or something.
with a glass of squash.
Glass of squash.
Well, in my case, I had.
Tell them the story, Di. Tell the story about that Pepsi that I get.
Right, so I went to Co-op yesterday evening to get Haagen-Dazs.
Stop banging that table, mate.
Sorry, mate. But I got
Just
to
did
do
it again.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really addicted now to Haagen-Dazs salted caramel ice cream.
Haagen-Dazs. I thought you said Ben and Jerry's.
No, Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So I went to get some and they never had any there. And I thought, I really fancy a bottle of Pepsi. You know, I don't standardly drink a lot of sugary drinks.
Because you're
but
trying
it was
to get massive.
Yeah, so I'm on this health kick, and
Yeah.
But because of that prick, that fat-tongued prick, fucking Jamie Oliver, a bottle of Pepsi now, I'm not going to touch it and move it now.
Yeah, I don't.
That's £2.50. Whereas a diet...
And what is that? 1.5?
That's 1.5.
1.5.
Whereas a diet is something like £1.70. So, in my ultimate wisdom, I thought, well, no, I'm not paying £2.50 for that. If I get a yummy special kebab,
Yummy special.
it comes with a tray of every different kebab meat you can think of. So like chicken doner, chicken tikka, lamb, kofta kebab, which is like a sausage, a burger in a sausage shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 portions of chips.
And how much was that?
15 quid. But I swapped out for 2 portions of chips for 2 portions of onion rings.
So you had a tray of meat.
I had a tray of meat.
What's the bread situation?
You get 2 pieces of bread.
Pitta or naan?
Pitta.
Pitta. How big? What, like a standard size?
A standard pitta, yeah.
Fucking hell. If they're giving you 4 chips, I'd expect 4 pieces of bread. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you should probably...
I should probably speak to them about that.
I would.
But every time I order on the app.
And you can't do shit. Like, is there a message?
I always send them the most random fucking message that I can.
Yeah, as you do.
Like, nonsense facts. Like, did you know that alligators can't poke their tongues out? And can I have extra sauce and salad? I fucking love you loads.
Nice.
And then the guy who delivers it now, he'll deliver it all the time, and he'll, whatever the message is, he'll relay it back to me. So he turned up last night and he went, well, funnily enough, he said, I did know that alligators can't poke their tongues out.
It's nice that they acknowledge that you've put the effort in to leave a message.
Well, last week I put I fucking love you, and as soon as I opened the door, he went, I fucking love you too.
That's a nice relationship to have with the delivery driver.
It is. He's a nice guy. I don't want to fuck him, but he's a nice guy.
Loving like a friendship with
Yeah.
I've got a guy down here. He probably would never say that he loves me, but and I don't leave messages for him, but he's just like just a nice guy. Why
don't you leave a message for him?
Because it's through Just Eat, isn't it? I think like the restaurant would get the message, and he's just the delivery guy. He knows my name now.
It comes on the receipt slip, doesn't it? So every time my bag of food comes up
on Just Eat,
receipt slip.
On Just Eat.
Yeah.
Is it?
And then it says, I fucking love you.
Oh, I might start doing that. I can't afford Indians for a while, but...
I started taking the piss as well for a while. Can you add like 2 extra sausages in? Because they know me so well now.
Yeah.
I ring up and I don't even have to say my name, and they're like, hey! They know it's me.
Yeah.
So I'd be like taking the piss for a while. Can you add like 2 extra jumbo sausages into my order?
Just because?
Just fancy them.
Because you know I'm going to be spending that real dough.
Yeah, and they wouldn't charge me for a while, and then they cottoned on to it. And they were like,
he's taking a piss. He's had a whole bag of sausages for free.
Over the space of it, because I'll order a takeaway probably about 3 times a week.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
And then it was just like, fucking hell, we're giving like 6 sausages away a week, like.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that.
24
Stock
sausages
levels.
a month.
Stock levels.
Yeah, so they stopped doing that.
Got to think about his gap.
Yeah. But no, it was good. It's a massive portion. I've even got some left for today. So.
Just lacking in bread content, I think.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of eating like excess amounts of bread. It's not a conscious decision that I need to cut back on carbohydrates or anything like that.
I fucking love bread. I think that's one of my undoings.
No, I'm not a massive fan, see? I just find that it bloats me up too much, and fucking rice and things like that.
I love feeling bloated.
You love feeling bloated.
Do you know, just when you can't fucking move. Like,
I'm just going to pull your waistband down.
And you 100% know that the shit to come in is going to be like gnarly as fuck.
Yeah.
I like that. That's how I'm the size I am now.
I'm like that with like protein. I like always try to push.
Mull of the eggs and fucking chicken and shit.
Oh, just like protein shakes. It's like I've got an ice.
Do they make you shit?
If you drink too many, it's like some days I will push the boat out to see how far I can take it. And I won't just like do a 1 scoop now. I'll do like 2 scoops every time. So I might consume like about 6 to 8 scoops of fucking whey protein a day.
and that makes you shit.
Sometimes I might go 2 or 3 days then where I think, oh, that I'm all right.
Or does it go can it go the opposite way and just like literally just close the gates and just like not let you shit at all?
No, not so much for that. If you eat too many eggs, it can fucking bung you up.
I did that when I was on that like serious health kick, when I was actually losing weight for the first time in my life ever, and I was actually putting the work in for longer than a week. I did probably like 3 or 4 days where I was smashing boiled eggs.
That is the egg diet, isn't it?
Yeah, and then that fucking nah. I mean, on a normal day when I'm feeling fine, I shit about 6 or 7 times a day.
Yeah.
And like when I know I'm ill when it goes like 10 and above.
That's a lot of shits.
I know, but they're actually shits as well. Like, do you know,
Like
you
full
get
shits?
Yeah, you get phantom shits. I get full shits like 6 or 7 times a day.
It's fucking crazy.
And it's timed as well. Like, I know I'll have to do one in the morning. If I don't do my morning shit, like, before going to work.
But you've got to be consuming quite a lot of food to shit.
I don't think I do, though. I actually don't.
Where the fuck's it coming from?
I don't know, unless it just doesn't
Somebody's
come out.
feeding you when you sleep.
Unless it just doesn't come out all at once. Like, do you know what I mean? I just... Do you know, like,
Or you just like consciously holding a bit back?
subconsciously holding it back. I don't know. But I do. Like, I'll shit at least 5 times a day. At
I
least.
like the brewer shit.
What? I can't.
You can't.
Well, mine are seldom. They're seldom solid. So like brewing them up is probably not an option.
Yeah, but I like to brew them up until they become a solid. So like
Mine comes out looking like, is it cuprinol? Is that what you put on fences?
yeah.
You can stick it in like a pressure spray. Like that's what mine comes out like most of the time. Eve fucking hates me. She literally fucking hates me because it's just, I can top shelf it. I can get it above where the flush gets out sometimes.
It's not a video going on Facebook. That bloke,
The
like,
one that Trav put on.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
just like, that's fucking great target then, that is.
See the length and girth on it though.
Yeah.
I feel like I should probably link this video in the description, maybe.
Yeah.
Because
It's that's a skill. Right? Do you know what I mean?
do you reckon he could do it again though? Do you reckon he's just a seasoned vet?
Do you know what I mean? I think he's done that before.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to explain actually because we haven't actually said what it is. So there's a guy. He comes in, gets on all fours. About
You can't actually
how
see
far away? How far away from the bog is he?
Probably about 3 foot.
That's a fucking mental. And that's not even overreacted. And he like projectile launches like a Scud missile. Probably like a 8 or 9 inch girthsome
Straight into the pan.
straight into the.
There's like
into the
only
shit
a little bit of the edge that tends to
plops
like that comes over, isn't it?
That's like it is. He's like a sniper. He's like Sniper Wolf from Metal Gear Solid, but with turds. And like it's a skill. Like I didn't look at it and feel disgusted. I looked at it and thought, I reckon I'd love to do that. Only because it was a good form as well. Like the turd. He seemed like he has a healthy diet as well. I think it was good. He's probably high fiber, kind of just like earthy.
You're gonna have to link, the stool scale, innit?
We'll do that as well. Why not?
Because you've got like it goes up the scales, doesn't it? Like water.
Yeah, like
Water
rusty
with
water. Rusty water.
Yeah, and then there's like rabbit poo,
Yeah.
and then you've got like little sausages, and then you've got like cracked sausages.
Do you know? Do you know? Do you know now that you say cracked sausages, right?
Yeah.
No, because we've started potty training him now, and it's over the summer holidays. We so he doesn't shit in his nappy anymore. He goes for shit in a bog, and I have noticed for such a small kid,
Yeah.
his shits are massive. His shits are probably like sometimes the length of this mic, like. And it's crazy, right? Because like obviously you got to go in and wipe his ass. So like he's like, "Daddy, I've had a poo." So you go in. It's this long cracked poo, and and when I go to wipe his ass, there's nothing there.
No, they're the best shits, yeah.
But how though? It looks like it should have broken his ass all coming out of there, but there's not even like a speck. I don't know what like. I want his diet because like I probably go through like half a loaf of fucking bog roll.
How many slices?
How many slices?
How many slices?
Several. Because it's it's fucking. It looks like your Pepsi, but with like, do you know if you mixed corn flour in with it?
Yeah.
That's what my shits look like. I'll have to do one for you after now.
I don't know.
Well,
you see that.
That's well. You've seen
I
pictures.
will have a
You've
look
seen
at it.
pictures in the group. If you just look back in the group, there's probably once every month there's pictures of one of our shits floating about there. Like
People are thinking, what the fuck is their group?
Right, we're 15 minutes in, and all we've done is talk about shit at the minute. So yeah, no, this group is savage. Actually, like the pictures. If you go back, looking at the pictures in our group,
Yeah.
it's gnarly. Let me have a sip.
Well, just highlighting now what you've just said, 15 minutes is gone.
Gone.
That fast.
Yeah.
And that's all we've spoken about is kebab and shit.
Kebabs and poos.
Do you know what I mean? And we've scripted fuck all.
Yeah.
And then people might be looking and listening to this and thinking, yeah, we fucking know.
We could tell you haven't scripted shit. Well, I have to give a disclaimer as well. If you hear cars passing, it's because the room that we're in now is boiling, and I've never had to record in here really, but I have to leave the window open. So if cars pass, I do apologise. But yeah, we were going to talk about some serious shit as well with me, like a semi-serious shit about like because you kind of had your rise when making money on YouTube was quite new, weren't you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We were talking about 2011 with me.
Yeah. So like
Which is when I started.
because Machinima was one of the biggest then, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was. I got my partnership with them first.
Yeah.
Because my stuff went pretty viral very quickly, didn't it? And my sort of subscriber count and my view count went like massive.
Yeah. So when did you start? When did you start YouTube?
2011.
And how long did it take for you to get picked up?
Fucking hell, it was something like 6 months.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like a bit of a roller coaster type thing, like.
That was crazy. Because I met you first as a fan. Because I came into one of your fucking... You were in with... I can't remember who you were in with. You were in a... Like, you used to do those, like, Skype hangout things with just loads of people, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I jumped in. I managed to get into the Skype call with you. I know Waffle Neo was in there. And who else was in there? Pix, maybe?
Pixel, yeah.
Skull. Who else?
Marcus Black.
Marcus Black wasn't there, but he was around at that time. Oh, was it Cod? No, not Cod Cam HD. That was Carrot. Yeah, Carrot was in there.
And they were the days of Blog TV.
Yeah.
Blog TV at the time was the only real option for streaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Twitch wasn't there. Was it Twitch? Did Twitch take over Justin TV?
I think so, yeah.
And it became Justin TV. Justin TV became that, didn't it?
But see, Blog TV around about that time then, it wasn't solely gaming.
No.
Which Twitch is primarily gaming.
Yeah. Well, it went to a point where they would stop your stream if it wasn't gaming related, wasn't it?
Whereas like Blog TV,
I don't think they do it so much anymore. Do you know, like Linus does it on Twitch. Linus does his podcast on Twitch, and that's not really gaming related. It's technology related, but I think they let that fly now. So I don't know.
Blog TV was just like anything fucking goes, really.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I remember.
Prank calls.
Yeah.
Just acting a fucking plebhead and just chatting shit for
hours. So, fuck. When did I turn up on the scene? Were you talking 2011?
Probably around about 2012, I think.
I was still with Kaz, so you're talking, probably 2012. So you hadn't been around for long. No, I thought that you were quite well established because, well, again, you're looking at your sub count went flying, didn't it? And you had like a really like adamant group of fans that were kind of always there. Like because it was about that time I went on Facebook as well, because I wasn't on Facebook before that, and I think I saw you on Facebook, just a link video to the My House video, which is probably one of your most famous videos.
Known. Yeah.
And I'll link that as well if someone hasn't seen it. I doubt that anyone hasn't seen it, but for the people that don't know, well, like if you know Die, you know that video, don't you? Pretty much. So, like, what was the idea behind Die then? Why did it have to be a character?
Yeah, somebody put up a status the other day, do you know what I mean, with regards to online bullying.
Yeah.
And the standard reply was, if you ever wanted to experience online bullying, go back to the Xbox 360 era and the fucking party chat.
Most definitely.
And that was, do you know what I mean, brutal. Yeah, it was, do you know what I mean, if anything was going to bring you to tears, it would be that.
Yeah.
And the whole culture around gaming at the time, it was just, with regards to like gaming chat.
It was just angry people.
It was just angry people.
I was one of them, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just angry for the sake of being angry.
Well, no, I was angry because I lost. If
No,
if I lose, I'm fucking angry, and I was one of those people that would like shout camping cunt.
But I'm
like,
genuinely like Call of Duty games and stuff like that. I'm shit.
Yeah.
I
Well,
am
didn't.
shit
I
at
wasn't
games.
at like back in the PlayStation 3 days when COD came out on PlayStation 3, the Modern Warfare thing. I was actually very good, and I
Yeah.
was like my rank was like top 300 or something,
Yeah.
and I was really good. So like when I had an off day, I took it so serious. Like no, if I play games, I don't give a fuck. Like, do you know what I mean, it's just I play for fun now.
Well, I was part of a clan.
I started about 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I
nobody was
always
good enough to
remember
keep
when I
up.
first started that when I first started doing the dialing ping, I went in for a sort of a clan trial.
With who?
Fuck knows. It was some like it was like a criteria that like you'd have to go through a certain.
You have to have a certain KDR, definitely. Yeah, I
you'd
remember.
like go in and you'd have like a sniper fucking map,
Yeah,
and you've got to get like a certain amount of like kills.
yeah,
I've just fucking running around and fucking about, don't I?
yeah.
But
I applied for Sea Snipers. Sea
Yeah.
Snipers was quite a big clan back in the day because they were the ones who wrote the do you know like the walkthrough books?
yeah,
They wrote them for Activision.
right.
So like I was like, I'm fucking gonna get into them. I didn't, but
No,
I tried to. They had some like top strats for COD, like.
yeah.
But yeah,
But they used to be the angriest.
I was angry as fuck, mate.
But
PS3 wasn't so bad as Xbox, I don't think.
no,
Because Xbox was cheaper at that point, wasn't it? It was like the lower point of entry just meant like most of the kids
Yeah.
that couldn't afford it.
And that's what I always found was like people always used to say to me, "Why didn't you go on PS3?" And the level of sort of interactivity and you never had that on PS3.
It was there, but it was nowhere near as
Just
potent.
like not on the same level.
Yeah.
It would be like you'd go into a lobby, for example, on Call of Duty, and it would be chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah, and going back to what we were saying about why I'd started it was the sort of mentality behind people, the bullying mentality. Yeah, so they'd be like total pricks to women, kids, and then I came up with the idea one day of creating like this easy target. Yeah, so do you know what I mean?
squeaky voice.
This squeaky Welshman
Yeah,
who sounds off his tits bonkers is going to be an easy target. And then you'd have these big clans of maybe 5 or 6 people, or maybe more, in one particular lobby. They'd hear me talking, and sometimes that's all I'd have to do is say,
hello.
hello.
Yeah,
And straight away they'd jump and target me.
yeah.
Well, within about 2 minutes then, they were like, fuck, what have we done? Because I just tear every one of them to fucking pieces.
Yeah,
But that was my motivation for doing it, was bullying bullies.
yeah. The bully,
Essentially.
yeah.
And that was then the sort of name that was given, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
bully.
Yeah. When did you become big enough to start making a decent amount of money off it?
It was pretty instant. It was
So from being, how much has it changed now from like the old days? So machinima, you'd have been given a directorship, is it?
no, not everybody got given a directorship.
Did
I
you
think
get
I
given
was,
a directorship?
Yeah, it was a directorship. I got given one of them.
And was that like what a partner is now, or no?
No, a directorship was a higher tier.
Did you get paid still for ad views, ad revenue?
Yeah, so you'd have you stuff featured on the Respawn channel as well.
Yeah.
See, so you'd get ad revenue off that as well. And I think at that point in time there were only maybe 3 or 4. Sorry,
Yeah.
mate, 3 or 4 UK directors.
Yeah.
I
It
got my
wasn't
directors-
heard of at that point, like making a career off it, was it?
No.
Like PewDiePie wasn't about none of the.
No, and I mean the ad revenue was a fucking great thing. Do you know what I mean? It was a great thing on Machinima. I got my directorship the same day as Vicstar.
Vicstar, yeah. Is he still with?
I don't know if he's still with Machinima, but me and Vic used to do streams together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll come to the reasons why I didn't continue later.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? I got to take my hat off to anybody who's taking it to that level.
Yeah.
I got nothing but sort of pride for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So where's he now? He's big, isn't he?
Oh, he's massive.
Millions.
He's
millions.
millions and millions and
Is
millions.
Is he one of the sidemen?
Yes.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so he would be, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you blow up, you start making money, you didn't quit your job, did you?
No.
So you kept on working where you think
It was, do you know what I mean? It's, the way I looked at it was, any day that revenue could have gone. I mean, bearing in mind, I had ad revenue.
Yeah. You had
I had a
sponsorships.
fucking massive catalogue of merchandise.
Yeah.
Sponsorships.
How much did that merchandise get you in? You were always doing new merchandise. I remember, like, back in the heyday.
It was the good thing with it is, like, every video that I do, I'd come up with some other random catchphrase.
Things that you've said, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, one of those catchphrases would go straight onto a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then people would want it straight away.
Was it Rubik's printing them, or was it?
Well, this is the funny thing. We know what Rubik's is like. Do you know what I mean? He's inconsistent.
That's a great word. I was going to say lazy, but use it.
He's he'd started doing the merchandise. He'd made 2 t-shirts.
And I never sent them.
For some guy who, in the end, ended up being a mate. And to this day, he still hasn't posted them out.
That is Rubik's all day.
Yeah. So there was another company then from up in Newcastle that took over the merchandise.
And is that like printed when it's ordered, or do you pay for them to be made and then they send them out?
No, they managed everything for me.
Bang.
So they took the orders, they sent the orders out, and
nice.
I was just basically sitting on profit.
And how much money would you make off a t-shirt?
I think our profit margins per t-shirt was something like £5 each.
Profit.
Fucking
hell.
Each.
Nice. I would never thought it would be that much.
No, it was really fucking good.
Yeah, and you were actually selling them quite a bit, like.
Yeah. This company had been established for years.
Yeah.
And they'd had a thing at the side of their website with the most sold items.
Yeah.
Within a couple of days, the top of it was dye stuff.
That's massive.
And it was everything. There was t-shirts, hoodies, joggers.
Do phone cases and shit as well?
Phone cases,
I remember.
coffee mugs, bottle openers, key rings.
You like fucking Vistaprint, like.
Chocolate bars. We had fucking everything. We had chocolate bars.
Dye chocolate bars.
Yeah.
Who the fuck was buying them?
Fucking loads of people used to buy them.
Oh, that's I don't know.
And the thing, I never even tried them, so I can't even comment on the quality of the chocolate bar.
Probably tastes like shit.
Probably.
I would assume that it would.
But people
like
would have eaten it anyway,
tastes
just
like
because there was a picture of me on the fucking front of it.
Yeah.
Well, not a picture of me, a picture of
mask.
the Chinese troll mask.
That's what I wanted to get to as well. Do you know, like, you've had like 3 or 4 masks now?
Yeah.
What was the reason by just not being yourself, like the person?
I just wanted to create a character. Do you know what I mean? And I think I created this squeaky Chinese / Welshman.
Yeah.
And I think if people had seen me, then they'd have detached from the character. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, I just want to create this whole image of this fictional character.
Yeah. So when do you reckon you started to see, like, that character, like, his relevance kind of stopped, didn't it? So, like, when did you think, like, I'm either going to quit YouTube or I need to change it up a little bit?
I constantly felt like that.
Well, you felt like he was dying.
No, I mean, the thing is now, is if I started creating content again,
you can't be dialing ping.
Huh?
You can't be dialing ping now the way that it used to be, because, like,
I can't be dialing ping, like, in the sense if I'm going to be relying on ad revenue.
Yeah.
I could still bring the character back and not give a fuck about ad revenue.
Do you know, because everybody knows what trolling is now. It's like, it's literally a part of the culture now. Like, do you think that, like, getting bites is as easy now as it used to be before it was a thing?
It got to the point that I couldn't join a lobby without
you're talking like 2011, 2012. It wasn't a thing then. Like, unless you were heavily into YouTube, you wouldn't have seen people just doing this for fun, like pissing people off just for fun.
No.
And, like, you would have just reacted to someone being a cunt. But now you're just like, oh, just don't feed the troll. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So being a troll in a lobby now is just...
Oh, I think gaming trolling is dead.
Yeah.
Now. Do you know what I mean? So
do people even still do it? I don't know.
They do it, but you've got to question the
legitimacy of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as like years ago.
These ones where it's like, I know that there's one guy that does them all, and he's like, he's talking to a guy who's cheating or something, and he phones the wife, and it's just all bullshit.
It's just
like
shit.
It's extremely badly acted
But
as
see,
well.
people lap it up as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's you've got that other Welsh guy. Do you know what I mean? Oh, what's his fucking name?
Ben Phillips.
That's the boy.
Sorry, bro.
The sketches are blatantly. Well, not blatantly. He's not intentionally blatantly making them look fucking fake.
He's accidentally being blatant.
Yes. But everybody will look at that and go, my God, he tortures his brother.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, it's fucking fake.
Yeah.
It's really fake.
But like, how would you not see that it's fake? Why doesn't his brow just go, do you know, I've had enough, mate. I'm not going to live with you anymore.
Do you know what I mean? He's reaping the benefits as well, isn't he?
Like.
Do you know what I mean? He's in on the fucking
the
act. But people are going, oh my God, he's torturing his
believe
brother.
you've
That's
done
terrible.
that.
And it's
Yeah.
just like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, I
And
don't.
this is the thing with, do you know what I mean?
The thing with it is because it's the pressure of, because you're living off ad revenue, there's a pressure to make content that people want to watch.
Yes.
And if you've done it once, you have to go better. So there's a constant, like a higher ceiling that you always have to hit to get the clicks.
Yeah.
And so like you can't just go like social experiments now where it's just like, I'll do something basic, like I'll fucking walk up to you and I'll just speak gibberish and see what you do. Like that was stage one, and it goes up to like, can I kidnap your kid? And then it's like, oh, I've accidentally killed your wife, and then it's like blah 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 blah. And it's like, oh, a man sets fire to himself. It's all clickbait, like it's just fucking. And I understand what it is. It's the need to get paid. Like if you do it, like
do you know what I mean? There's reliance on when it's your primary job.
You need to make money.
I have to do it.
Yeah. I understand clickbait. I don't like it, but like I understand. I got caught out with fucking Eminem diss to MGK last night. I was like, yeah, oh fuck, he's dropped it, and then it's just some fucking dickhead. I was like, oh fuck, it's the fourth time I've been caught out with these cunts now.
But as strange as this is about the sound, yeah, I was at my most miserable when I was making the money.
Because it was about the money then, isn't it?
Because it was about the money. It became a job. It became a chore. That was
Yeah.
never my intention to start it. And as sort of cliche and fucking cheesy as this is going to sound, that's not what made me enjoy it.
When it stops being the fun. It's like anything, isn't it? They say don't do something you love as a job. It's like, I love cooking, but I despise being a chef. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I hate waking up in the morning and knowing I'm going to do it. But I still love cooking. Like if I come home and I was making something, I fucking love it. So I think when you turn it from a hobby or something fun into a job, that's where, like I love building PCs. If I went and I did that as a job and there was clients, really, and I feel like I might start hating doing it. Like that's the reason why Cup of Joe kind of like I don't want to push too much onto it because I don't want to.
You don't want to lose passion for it.
Yeah, I love just coming up here. Like I got a fucking like that's this table that you sat there now. I'll fucking cut some acrylic up and just make something. Yeah. Like my Cup of Joe logo on the door, and I love doing that, just fucking around. Like I got loads of tools about just arsing about. But if I had to if there was someone paying for it, and I was working to a deadline or working to, do you know what I mean? Like if I was forced, if I needed to make money off it, then I probably would stop enjoying it.
See, this is the type of thing, right? Is you'll get paid for a job. If you get paid first, then you like, I spent that money, I don't want to do that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And it'll be
you're the type
fucking chore.
You're the type of person that takes on a lot as well. Like we're in this famous group again. Like it's like you constantly got ideas of shit that you want to do. I want to do this. I want to do that. So I'm surprised this ever fucking happened.
But to be honest, I'm shocked that I'm here.
I'm surprised that you're here as well.
Do you know what I mean? And look, we have some really good ideas.
We do
with regards to things that we could push forward
if we invested time and effort.
If we invested time, but do you know what I mean? Nothing ever materialises
because we're all.
Well, fuck! Remember that day we were supposed to be doing that trailer for Keith.
I do, yeah. I arrived early for that.
Yeah, you arrived. No, we were supposed to. Let's just give people a background of yes, what please. This was. Yeah? It was around probably about 3 or 4 years ago, wasn't it?
It's probably more than that.
Was it?
Yeah, 5, 6.
And I'd come up with this idea that I wanted to create a zombie comedy, which would have been essentially a little bit of a Shaun of the Dead type thing.
Yeah, this was back in the day when most of the zombie comedies hadn't come out, so it seemed like an original.
Pretty fresh, wasn't it?
I think Shaun of the Dead may have been out, but like none of the other ones.
No.
Yeah.
And the film was called Keith, and essentially what it was Keith was one of a group who'd been bitten by a zombie, and then turned into a zombie, and then the group of friends wouldn't kill him because he was their mate.
Yeah.
So they kept him around, didn't they? And they put boxing gloves on him to stop him scratching
and
head guard and gum shield to stop him biting.
Yeah.
And that was basically the background of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was more to it, but yeah, you left out the fact that they were lactose intolerant.
Oh yeah, so the zombies were lactose intolerant, so that was their weakness.
Because we don't have guns in Britain, we had to have a way of dispatching with zombies.
Yeah, and we wanted to highlight the fact that, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to hotwire a fucking car.
No.
The likelihood of the majority of...
We were going to try, I remember we were going to try getting a milk float.
A milk float.
Bearing in mind that milk floats, like,
haven't
do
existed.
they even exist anymore? I don't know.
I think you still see a random milk float around.
Just one guy
holding
on, like...
Driving away from fucking loads of zombies, like doing the maximum 20 miles an hour. Yeah. But that was the thing, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? We couldn't get guns, so we'd end up with super soakers full of milk.
Yeah.
As our protective...
Yeah, as our self-defence.
That was the only thing we had, because people didn't have fucking guns.
No.
Probably a little bit squeamish about cutting people's fucking zombies' heads off.
Yeah, because we're normal people, like.
Yeah. And then there was the type of thing that, oh yeah, what about if we need to, like, hotwire a car? Well, nobody knows how to hotwire a car. It's not fucking Hollywood.
It is, yeah. Do you know how to hotwire a car?
Well, no, we'd have to... That was one of the scenes, wasn't it? Trying to get an internet connection to go on YouTube and have a look how to hotwire a car. So we highlighted the fact that there's a lot of the things that you see in zombie films.
Yeah, everyone just becomes, like, career criminals and murderers.
Yeah, whereas we'd be, like, fucked.
Yeah, we'd just be normal. Like, yeah, I don't know how to start a car. I don't know how to fucking siphon petrol out of a fucking semi truck.
Yeah, well, I know how to siphon petrol.
I can siphon petrol, but I'm like, they've got anti-siphon things in, like, modern cars.
Yeah, the majority of them.
Do you know?
Have you heard about that guy that was trying to siphon fuel out of his motorhome? And was siphoning out of the fucking
shit pipe.
Tank. Just sucking.
That is disgusting.
Siphoning shit.
No, I can't remember where this was going. Like, we were talking about Keith. What was Keith? About us having great ideas. And
it's about us just like never.
We filmed the trailer. The trailer ended up being absolutely fucking shocking. Do you know what? Do you know what the worst thing about that day was? Is I realised that I'm not a good actor, and that, like, really upset me, because in my brain, do you know what? If I'm, like, sat here on my own, I can act out a scene and I am the fucking shit. But then, like, when the camera was on me,
it's as if you're constantly aware. Do you know what I mean? You can't switch off from the fact that the camera's there.
Yeah, like, no, trying to start this stream now.
Yeah.
I had, like, an anxiety about starting it because I didn't know how to start it.
How do I start?
Yeah.
What words do I use?
Yeah, I'm fine. No, we're going, I'm fine. But, like,
exactly.
that intro, because I haven't fleshed it out yet.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck. And I was here with you as well. If I was here on my own, I wouldn't have been so nervous. Like,
it
but, like,
should have been the
watching.
fact that, well, I said you, didn't I? We should have just started with, I fucking hate intros.
Yeah, and I do. I hate intros, because, it always goes back to fucking the Angry Welshman intro.
Yeah.
How's it going, y'all?
Yeah.
And, like, I don't want to do that anymore.
No. It's like, how do I start? How do I make it, like, right?
And welcome to the Angry Welshman. How's it going, y'all? And it's like, no, fuck, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't mind a catchphrase that everybody knows me for when this podcast blows up and there's like billions of views every day. Like, but I'd like a catchphrase then, but I'll develop it.
One of the catchphrases could be, I'm sick of them fucking cars driving up the road.
That could be the thing. We'll move, like, when...
If you close your eyes, it sounds like the beach.
Yeah, the thing is, I can hear it more intense through these headphones. So, like, I can hear a fucking car coming from a mile away. I can hear something happening down in town. I can hear conversations in Greg's.
Could have one of them spy kits you used to be able to buy years ago. You put them in. Fuck all.
No, I've seen the goggles, night vision goggles, just literally just tinted plastic with a torch on.
Crap.
It's not night vision, mate. It's a torch.
Yeah.
You had a torch anyway. But yeah, we are. I think we have a great basis to create ideas, but we never follow through. Like I said, I'm like stupidly surprised that you came to me. Yeah, it's normally come up mine.
Yeah,
we probably could have today, but like I would have had to brought all the setup and shit. I think it's annoying. Like, it'd be nice to have.
We need to get one of them boxes that everything can go in, and then you can just like clip the fucking sides on and just take it whatever.
Go gadget podcast studio, like. I'd like that. But oh fuck, I'm gonna burp. Oh, excuse me. But so we we started making Keith, and that never came to fruition.
But I think you turned up at around about 11 o'clock, wasn't it? And that was supposed to have been our time to write some form of
We were trying to get an
structure.
idea together when we
and then that's all we ended up doing was playing
sub
Diving Simulator,
yeah.
and then creating Cunt 3D.
Just like a poster, Photoshop and poster.
Nothing relevant.
For a film called Cunt 3D. Looks good.
Which never...
That never came to fruition either.
Well, no, because it was never any story, was it?
Yeah. But like I think we just get carried away, like.
But another thing that we came up with then was Tubers, which...
Tubers probably could have been good if we invested the time.
Tubers would have been like really, really, really good.
Because again, now was coming at the right time for YouTube was starting to pick up then, and like it was at a time where I was trying to break YouTube, I was trying to break into it.
Yeah,
I think maybe Gravy was trying to at that time as well with his like amazing streaming career. Like I
subscribed to him through my Amazon Prime.
I subscribed to him. Like I don't mind watching him play. He's not bad at games.
No.
But I think he needs somebody else. Like I think he needs someone to bounce off. Like
he's got no charisma.
I think he needs to be part of a duo. He's got no charisma.
He's a fucking great bloke.
He's turned into a cunt though.
Yeah.
I know he's going to listen to this. That's why I'm going to bring him up. He's turned into a fucking cunt. I've been struggling recently with my mental health.
Yeah.
And he's not helping at all.
No.
Remember
that time we went to that fucking because I've been open about my mental health for fucking years.
Yeah. Or lack thereof.
Or lack thereof,
yeah.
And we went to that game's, what was it called?
Skynet.
Yeah, it was like a
LAN party.
A
LAN party in Brecon.
And you picked me up, didn't you?
Yeah, I think we kind of bullied you into going. I felt really bad. This is the story. Like, you introduced us to these guys. I think we went up to meet them beforehand.
Because we were going to start our own LAN parties, weren't we?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to get some guys who already had the infrastructure for doing it, and it would have been, I think it was a decent operation, to be fair.
Yeah, well,
considering what they had to work with. And then you said, like, it was like the night before, you were like, I don't think I'm going to go, boys.
Yeah, because I'd had a bit of a shit.
Yeah, I don't think we realized. I don't think we realized at that point, and we were just like, "Die, you're just gonna let them down." It's just like doesn't look good on you, like, because you said you would turn up as Die Ling Ping, didn't you? And it was like so we were just gonna kind of entertain, and we were gonna play fucking Artemis.
Yeah.
And then when so me and Gravy and maybe Rubik's, did Rubik's go?
No, Rubik's never turned up. It was me, you, and Gravy, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we went and we were like, we kind of bullied you into. I was just like, "Die, we have to fucking go," like because we've said that we're gonna go. I was like, I think I was trying to be a business manager at that point because you were the thing. So we turned up there and you were fucking off your cunt on something.
My mental health was shit, wasn't it? So
you drugged up on something.
I was smashed on fucking like diazepam and couldn't even talk.
On the way up, I was like, because I was driving and I was like, this is a fucking mistake.
Yeah.
We all fucking packed our PCs into the back. I put because I had my DK2, my Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
And that ended up.
That was the highlight.
That ended up being the highlight because like nobody saw Die because you were just fucked in a corner.
Because it's normally the only way me and you've discussed this before.
Yeah.
It's as if Dai Ling Ping was a separate entity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although he's an extension of my personality.
Yeah.
It would be like the minute that mask would go on, then my brain had permission to just go fucking wah!
Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even on that night, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean?
On that night, you were dry as fuck.
I was just fucking flat.
I was embarrassed. I was like, oh, fuck.
I probably would have been if I knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, we were like, I was expecting this. Like, I thought, like, when me, you, and whoever, like, when we all just bounce off each other, like, it tends to be comedy gold, like. Yeah. And it just was on that night, and I felt it fall on its face, and I was like, didn't we just sneak out in the end?
I think we just disappeared.
We just fucking disappeared because we were going to be there for maybe 2 days, or we were going to come back for the second day. We were just like, nah, we can't. I don't think I could face these guys. I felt bad. Like, I still follow them on Facebook. They still sell out their LAN parties. Like,
I feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
But I think it was one of those things that time went on, and I didn't sort of.
And you weren't in the right frame of mind. I could I know now. Like if I'd have, because you said that you weren't in the right frame of mind, but I thought you were just being a bint. Like,
yeah.
So I was like, but like if I'd have known that it was going to go that way, then I probably would have just said like, don't bother coming. There's no point to that.
But I haven't even spoken to them to this day, which I do feel bad about.
Yeah.
But as time went on, I felt more awkward about broaching the subject, about saying, look, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't give more,
Yeah.
but I couldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything short of like playing myself with like loads of psychoactive fucking drugs
Yeah.
that would just send me off my tits. Do you know what I mean? Which would essentially replicate what I'm standardly like.
Yeah.
I'm always high as a fucking kite. But then the risk of the opposite side of that coin, then, do you know what I mean, is I'm flat as fuck.
Yeah, no, you were flat as fuck that night. Like.
And that's just part and parcel of being me, like.
Yeah, I really tried being funny when we were playing Artemis, but it was just like, because there was nobody to bounce off, because
No.
I don't think Gravy is naturally like that. I don't think he was probably uncomfortable being up, because we had kind of like a raised stage, didn't we, with the Artemis
It was
PCs.
like replicating like a bit of a
Like
fucking Star Trek.
A
type
Star
thing,
Trek
wasn't it?
thing, yeah. Like, I don't know if anyone's fucking played Artemis as a bridge simulator, so you just like one person. It's basically what the new Star Trek bridge simulator is, but it was before that, wasn't it? It was like,
Yeah.
it was a way, it was, you could run it on like your Android phone. Like, that's how fucking shit it looked.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed playing it because we had a couple of games before we played it, but like I was trying to be funny, but like when there was nothing coming back, it was just
Yeah,
like,
it just
and then
needs...
it ended up being you're trying to be funny, and as soon as you try to be funny, you're probably not. Like, do you know what I mean? It wasn't
comes
natural.
across as awkward then,
Yeah, and like there was people trying to play like competitive games while we were doing it, and I could just see them looking at me, and I was like, oh fuck, just fucking swallow me up, like,
Yeah.
because you had gone, you just like, yeah, bastard.
There was just nothing.
Ah,
It was
fuck.
just like cramming it
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
just like spewing it out for the sake of
Fuck,
it.
it was terrible. And yeah, but I think that that could have been good. That's another one that if we'd have done our own LAN party and stuff, I think
That would have been fucking great. It was the
the infrastructure is crazy to get one like a decent one going though.
oh yeah, we'd have had to have invested quite a bit.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
do you know what I mean? If we'd have done it,
Yeah.
then it would have been successful.
Yeah,
It's just
I think there's a lot of things that we could have done that was going to be successful.
I put a lot of it down. I'm not making excuses for it. My mind is chaotic,
Yeah,
very chaotic.
you have to choose which ideas you want to pursue.
Yeah, because I can't sort of. I want to do everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
and this is the risk. Then is when I'm in that frame of mind, I'm doing too much,
yeah.
and then I can't maintain that, so
Yeah.
I crash.
So what was the reason then you finally actually gave up? I know you haven't. You keep on saying you're going to keep on making videos.
I've always got intentions. I do fucking miss it.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It's me, isn't it? Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's just me with a squeaky voice. Gives me the opportunity to be fucking mad in a controlled manner.
yeah. I think when I was at my peak
Yeah,
of YouTube fame at 500 subs,
yeah.
that started to take over my life. So like, that's nothing in the grand scheme of
It was-
things.
it was a double-edged sword.
I was making like
Do
fucking.
you know what I mean? It was a little bit of a saviour in one sense because it gave me the opportunity to spew out
Yeah,
what was going on in my fucking head.
mate, that's why I've done this podcast. I'm not
Yeah.
joking.
But then it was the other side of it that it became. I've got obsessive compulsive disorder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like actual, not
actual. I
like
haven't
not
got
like
one of
oh
these.
I just saw fuck my OCD's playing hell with me. I just looked at a photo frame and it's wonky.
No, yeah. There's a lot
I
of people
fucking
on the
hate
internet.
that, man.
Like,
I hate it.
Oh my god, my anxiety's through the fucking roof today. Well, no, it's
Oh,
not.
you just clipped.
You just got the standard anxiety,
Yeah.
but I've got like full on obsessive
I
compulsive
hate
disorder.
OCD is one of my worst things because I don't think people don't understand it.
No,
It doesn't mean that you don't like wobbly fucking photo frames, because that just means you like things straight. You like things uniform. That's not OCD. Like
no.
my OCD is playing hell with me today. It's like fuck off. No, it's not, because otherwise you think your grand's gonna fucking die if you don't wipe 3 times with the same toilet paper. Like,
Oh, I would be like sort of. I can laugh at it now, but the fucking stuff I used to do was insane.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I'm a massive like today. Now you said, "Oh, can you bring cables down for this?"
yeah,
Now I knew when you'd said that. Now that is going to be. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a matter of going to a cupboard
no,
and getting it. I got 2 attics in the house, 2 separate attics.
yeah,
Yeah. Now, I've still got receipts and boxes. I'm a massive hoarder. Yeah, but I can laugh at it now, even though I'll still do it.
yeah.
I've still got receipts from 2005,
Just in case, like
just in case. I can't fucking throw it out because something catastrophic will happen if I do.
these 3 drawers by you are literally filled with cables I'm probably never ever going to use.
Ever use.
That bottom one especially, but
Yeah.
I got power cables from printers that I don't have anymore. But just in case I come
Just in
across
case.
a printer that might need the same HP fucking proprietary connector,
Yeah.
I might need it. I might
There's always
need
going
it.
to be a day that, well, fucking hell.
What if I need a
day turns
printer,
up and I
the
need
only-
it? Oh, fuck, what am I going to do then?
Yeah, the
Do you know what
only
I mean? It's the
printer.
end of the fucking world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We don't have the rationale that we can go,
No.
no, I'll just fucking buy it when I need it. It's just like, well, no, I can't get rid of it.
I'm starting to get better. This cupboard but here was filled with shit. I've tidied it 3 times and now it's only half filled with shit. So like after 3 times of tidying it, I've got rid of about like 30% of its capacity. So I'm quite happy.
Yeah.
I had like mounting plates for coolers that I don't have anymore. That broke.
I've still got,
Yeah, mate.
I've got
I've still
fucking
got
screws.
mate. Do you know that fucking? I've still got that water cooler that was broke from your PC that
Yeah.
I was going to send back. Still got it, the broken one. The fans, but there. That's one of the fans. It's just everywhere, like, and that's my life. I like, especially technology. I hate getting rid. I've got probably 90 miles worth of Ethernet cable strewn about my house, like, and SATA cables for hard
I can
drives.
just like totally relate to it.
Yeah,
I've still got SCART cables in the
SAT.
house.
I got one in there.
I
Right.
can't fucking throw that. I don't think there's anything that I've got in the house now that like accepts a SCART.
No, like who does? I don't think. No, do TVs do it anymore? They
No,
don't. Do
I've
they?
got fucking S-video cables in the house.
Which were never a mainstream thing anyway.
Fuck's sake, like,
Yeah,
it's just,
no.
But no, do you know what I mean? I'm not making light of the fact because at certain times in my life, it was the most disabling thing ever with regard when you factor like the OCD
Yeah,
and what comes with OCD is like intense fucking anxiety,
yeah,
and then what I experienced then is that, do you know what I mean? My mind worked at such a fucking rapid rate that I couldn't maintain it,
yeah,
and then something cracks. Something blows,
yeah.
and then I'm fucking depressed as fuck then, and I can't get out of the house. You know, and because I can't get out of the house, my anxiety gets worse, and it further compounds it.
Yeah.
And then I start getting anxiety about going out of the fucking house. So it's horrendous.
That's how you and Shafe became friends, isn't it? Because you're both mental cunts, like.
The what?
Because you're both mental cunts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Because
But
that's how you kind of melded as
well,
a
yeah,
as a
we
friendship.
started the first time if you remember, I used to do Facebook. Oh, fuck, what they used to be called? Angry Facebooker.
Yes, and you got him to do the voices, didn't you?
Yeah, and I wanted him to do. I'd basically put up on.
How did you find him?
He inboxed me.
Oh,
Yeah, so basically, I'd have somebody, like, it would happen regular, people would be arguing with me on Facebook, and then I thought, come up with an idea of narrating it, yeah? So I'd narrate my side of it, and then I'd
I do
get somebody
remember
else
these.
to narrate the other side of it.
yeah.
And Schaefer sent me a recording of the other side, and it was just funny as fuck. And
Yeah.
I put it together, and it was just gold.
I do remember
And
that.
that's how we started interacting. Because if you remember now...
It was just after I had met you first, in real life first.
Yeah, because
Not too
like
long.
all of our group of friends came together through essentially the YouTube,
Through
wasn't
you, pretty
Yeah.
much. You were like the hub. We were the
it?
sports.
I'm the
like.
hub.
Yeah, well, like I was a fan of you.
Yeah,
Gravy came about because he was a fan of me and Shafe, because he started coming to the live streams that me and Shafe used to do, the on sofa.
yeah.
So that's how Gravy came about. He bought us Armour 3, and then I was like, oh, I have to be friends with this guy.
And then the first time we met him, I think, was when
It's when it came down to
mine.
your house, yeah.
Yeah.
When fuck that night.
That was crazy.
I've still got that
I
video.
think we were
But
just
it's
walking round my area with a fucking fleece on.
me and Gravy went looking for a McDonald's at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was wrapped up in a blanket of one of your fucking farmer hats. I remember.
Yeah.
so much fucked up shit happened that night, man.
We've had some fucking good experiences with regards to like going to Eurogamer and things like that.
Eurogame was fun. I feel like a few of us got a bit homesick by the end of it. I feel like Eurogamer wasn't the highlight of it. We went for Eurogamer, and we ended up
Having
just
more fun than the
just
Mad
in-
Cats.
in the Mad Cats event, and we went out on a night out just thing. I had a fucking mental breakdown that day, smashed. Remember I was out on the fucking roof?
Yeah.
I'd
Trying to
climbed
fight
out
people.
to the roof for the hostel, thithreating people in the middle of fucking London.
That was the night they
Sprinted.
drew eyebrows on it.
Fuck. That's one of the ugliest pictures I've ever seen of myself.
Have you still got that picture?
It's on Facebook, isn't it?
You'll have to fucking upload that.
I'll have to put that up there as well. Instead of just
Fucking
having the
great.
big fat chat fucking splash screen like I had last time, I'll just have to like flash a picture of me looking fucking honking. And it wouldn't come off because
like
it
a
was
full
sharp.
brow, yeah.
It was sharpy, so it
Permanent
wouldn't fucking
Sharpie.
come off. And it was the last day, so I had to drive home from fucking London on the bus with this fucking shit all over my face. Yeah, that was a really good day, that was.
It was.
I don't know how Shafe managed to come with us with no money.
Yeah, he managed to get through the whole weekend with,
Spending nothing.
I think it was like £5. £5.
We sneaked him into the hostel. I think maybe he paid for the bus up. Did he pay for the bus?
No, Gravy paid for the bus for him.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
The thing is, I couldn't afford... Like, I was in between jobs then. It was when I...
Yeah.
Where the fuck was I? I was in between jobs because I'd started in Bluestone, but I didn't get paid for like until like the weekend after we came back. So Eli lent me money to go there.
Yeah.
So everyone was skint.
Yeah.
Mad Cats, you had just kept on getting us free drink vouchers. I remember that.
Yeah, remember that?
You were in with Mad Cats at that point, weren't you?
Yeah.
And we met KSI there, and Shay fucking ripped him a new arsehole about being a fucking sex offender as well. I had like slime. Yeah, he's that's dark. Yeah, because he was it the year before that he'd
The
been
year
done
before
for?
he got banned from Eurogamer for being like sexually inappropriate with the interviews.
Yeah, with all the fucking with all the like the not ring girls, but what are they called? Just the
Pit
ones.
girls, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just designed to just walk around and look sexy. Like.
And they banned them, and they didn't bring them back. The year after.
I'm pretty sure you can't. It's law now that you can't be a pit girl or whatever, like in Formula One.
No.
I know there was talks about it anyway, which is fucking mental. Just let them, like, if they want to do it.
But this is how. Do you know what I mean? This
thing
was
is,
the intention about what we were going to
talk about political. Yeah. We can dive into it. We got plenty of time.
And how things have changed. Do you know what I mean? Like when we were doing YouTube and things like that.
Yeah.
Not so much YouTube, but posting things on social media.
I think you're too accountable for what you say now. Not too accountable for what you say. That sounds wrong. But like, I think anything that you say can be taken in an offensive way now.
Everybody's got the right to be offended. Yeah?
Yeah. And I've got the right to be offensive.
Exactly. Now, the way I look at it, right, everybody's got the right to be offended.
Yeah.
I've got the right to not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If somebody wants to get offended by something that I say, providing that it's not
as long as it's not
bit too close to the fucking bone.
Well, no, as long as it's not inciting hatred, as long as it's not gonna, like, the thing is, right, if you can say something and it's gonna make me feel sad, but I don't have to listen.
No.
If I'm saying something that's gonna make a group of people turn on you, then that's where I think the line is. I think as long as it's not inciting hatred, then I should be free to say what the fuck I want.
Well, exactly. But when you say then, like, for example, a group will turn on you, yeah?
Yeah. Or like inciting like actual violence. I like hate speech.
Yeah.
Hate speech I think is just bullshit.
Yeah.
I think if you don't like what I'm saying, don't listen, and that's fine. And like in general, society has a way of, if you're saying the wrong things, you'll find out that you're saying the wrong things anyway. I don't believe in compelled speech. Like, was it fucking C16 in Canada, which is like the thing where basically you are legally obliged to speak to someone using their preferred pronouns.
Yeah.
But there's no distinction on what, like, I could literally say to you, my preferred pronoun is and you would have to say it. Do you know what I mean? There's no this is legit though. Like it sounds fucking hilarious, but like there's no distinction of what with what boundaries you can say are your things, because there's like Zim and Zer and you would have to say that because it's a legal thing.
But
so
as
that's,
far as I'm concerned, that's just nonsense for the sake of being fucking nonsense.
that's government compelling your
What does Zim and
speech.
Zer mean?
There's nothing.
Exactly. If somebody wants to be referred to they, them, and they, all right,
Happy days.
Fine.
Yeah. I'll call you by your name as well. I like, even if you want me to call you she. If you said to me, "Can you call me she?" I'd go, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah.
Because it's just like a grace and dignity thing. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. You do you and I'll do me, and that's fine. Like, but the government forcing you to say something,
Yeah.
I think is just bollocks.
I want to be referred to as a walrus.
Yeah. And then there's some people going, "Yeah, why not?" Well, no. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that.
No.
Literally.
Yeah, but this is the thing. It doesn't work like that. To our rational minds, it doesn't.
No, it's all these fucking like low 20-year-olds thinking that they can change the world in the unis in America mostly, to be fair, but it's making its way over here. It's just these people that think that they can change everything, and everyone's a victim, and I'm going to save everybody, and it's just bullshit. Like by the time they're 30, they're going to be right wingers anyway. I used to be like stupidly left. Like I used to be like, yes, let's save the world. But like as I'm coming up to 30, I'm becoming more and more right wing as the day goes on.
See, I don't know where I am. See,
I'm probably central. A lot of my thing is leftist, but like political correctness definitely isn't one of them.
I think I'm just like dead in the middle.
Dead centre.
Because I can find offence in both sides. Do you know what I mean?
But the thing is, you go far enough on either way, they're mental.
Yeah.
You go far enough on the right, you've got fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
You go far enough on the left, you've got fucking snowflakes. That, do you know what I mean? Like like you got Antifa, who will actively try to stop free speech in the name of free speech.
It's just fucking nonsense. Do you know what I mean? This
Absolutely
is the thing, right? And it's going to get to the point that, like, I've always been very vocal about my belief system with surrounding religion, yeah?
Yeah.
And I've always ridiculed, as far as I'm concerned, some of the fables that come along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like this guy walked on water.
Yeah, probably didn't.
Without ski shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this guy was dead for 3 days and then he came back to life.
I don't believe him.
No, that's fucking just... As far as... do you know what I mean? Like with regards to...
My kid is named after someone who saved all the animals.
Yeah.
On a boat.
Oh, fucking hell. Whoa. A big giant boat the size of fucking, like, Llanelli.
Yeah. And he got all the penguins from Llanelli, and he got... Nah, man. Come on,
If somebody came up with a book and said, look, this is the way that we want you to live, yeah? We want you to be good people, we don't want you to fucking go killing, we don't want you to go stealing, and shit like that, and left it like that, then more people would be likely to go, yeah, I can get on board with that.
Yeah, I believe that religion had its place. I do think in a time that was less civilized than where we are now. I'm not saying we're perfect now, but like we're generally our moral compass is pretty good these days. Like for the most part, there's always cunts and there's always evil people, but for the most part, we know what's good and bad. Yeah, and I don't think religion has a place anymore. I think it was good to set the groundwork for a world that had a basic understanding of what's moral and what's not. Killing someone is not moral, and I don't think I need the religion to tell me that anymore.
Do you think then?
That's why atheism's on the grow, because on the grow.
On the growth.
It's growing and rising. Yeah,
it's on the rise.
That's the one. Yeah, that's why atheism's coming about, because
when you factor atheism,
yeah.
Now, atheism and being an agnostic are very, very, very similar.
I don't think anyone's an actual atheist.
No, because like the way I look at it now, right?
When confronted with evidence, an atheist should change his mind. So if God came down from the skies, I wouldn't go, no, I'm an atheist, you don't exist.
Yeah.
So I think all atheists are kind of agnostics in a way.
Yeah, because there has to be some, do you know what I mean? When we look at, we're going deep now, yeah?
Yeah.
When we look at...
We've been talking about shit, let's talk about God now.
How fascinating our existence is.
Yeah, do you want to come a little bit closer to the mic? Sorry.
All right, yeah.
Only a bit.
Well, I have to do that, to put my arms up.
Yeah, sorry.
They can't see that.
They can't see you putting your arms up, but he's reaching for the sky.
There has to be something. Yeah?
So where do you stand on this, sorry? Are you religious?
No.
Do you believe in God?
No.
Not at all?
But there has to be something. Now, you have to appreciate that God is a man-made name. Yeah?
He's a man-made everything.
Yeah, but there's the expectation, and the majority, you say the word God to somebody. Yeah. What's the first image that pops into your mind? A bloke up in the fucking clouds with white hair.
In the clouds. He's pointing at the clouds.
Why does God have to be a fucking entity? Doesn't have to be a fucking
entity. I don't think he is though, is he? In like a real.
Yeah, but the majority of expectation is that
the expectation is that he's a bloke chilling at a desk on a cloud. Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, I never refer to it as a god.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just willing to accept that. Look, there is the potential for something.
Like a super, not even a being, just like a force.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So, on the basis of that, unless I've got, like you just said, evidence of a fucking sky baby coming down and going, all right.
With, like, angels singing around
It's been thousands of years, like, and I understand that you haven't believed in me.
Yeah.
But now is the time that I think I
Yeah,
need
but
you
he
to come
couldn't
down and
blame
prove it.
us. He couldn't come down and go, I'm fucking sending you to hell because you didn't believe me. I'd be
No.
like, nah, mate. Listen here now. Sit down.
Yeah, a bit more evidence was needed.
Yeah, no, you give me fuck all.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make us intelligent. You want us to be intelligent and question things and think logically. You've done nothing to help that.
No.
You've just asked me to blindly follow you. Fuck up.
Yeah.
I've been all right in my life. I done some stupid shit. Like
Yeah, we all
I've made some posters that I might regret, but you know, about some of God's children not being here anymore. But
Yeah.
like you've done nothing for that.
No.
So no, let me in.
It's like me turning up to you and saying, right now,
I'm fun at parties as well.
give me 20 grand
Yeah,
and I will give you evidence of something that you've never had before.
yeah,
You're going to tell me to fuck off.
exactly. Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I'm asking you to invest
yeah, in something that I have
in something
absolutely
that you have no evidence that is ever going to be brought back to you.
Yeah, nothing. And then there's people like I understand the like probably like I was really religious growing up because I'm still petrified of dying. I'm probably more petrified of dying now because I don't believe in God. But
Yeah, but are you petrified of dying or are you petrified of the thought of dying?
I'm petrified
There's
of
a
the
very
thought.
big
I'm
difference,
petrified
isn't
of the thought of dying. If I catch myself thinking about it when I'm on my own, I fucking like I get shivers and
Yeah.
like I just like no, don't think about it anymore.
So what's your expectation? Or what do you think will happen
Well,
after you die?
I go back to like before I was born.
Yeah.
But it's just the idea of me not being me anymore is like the thing. It's like it's actually going to come to an end one day.
Yeah, but I
like
think when we see a worry about death is leaving people behind.
yeah, it's a
people
lot of
not-
that.
Yeah, and there's the thing then. So like for example, you imagine family members. You won't be able around to console family members and
Yeah.
protect them.
Yeah, and what are they going to find on my PC?
That's why we always need.
You need a mate, like
What would we call it?
fuck no, just come in here with a microwave and throw all my hard drives in it, mate.
We need an emergency
Emergency shit
PC
removal.
fucker upper.
Yeah, I don't care how much that costs, mate. Fucking out the window it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, we could probably sell Dan's piece. No, it's gone.
Yeah.
I could probably pay for my fucking funeral with that fucking
Yeah.
thing. No doubt.
I fucking burnt it.
Yeah. So yeah, like I think I'm scared. It is fear, and I think that's why religion started. It's like an even less civilized and advanced society. They had to have something. Like you had to have something because we in our heads we are the center of the universe. It's just us. Like, do you know what I mean? And like the fact that like it doesn't cross anyone's mind that we could just be a fucking accident and we are literally insignificant.
Well, I don't want to put fucking I don't want to just make us feel even more insignificant, all right? But
Yeah.
when
I
you
don't think we
factor-
can get more insignificant.
Well, when you factor how old the Earth is, yes, we're talking around about 4.5 billion years old.
We're just a guff on the timeline, like.
We are fucking nothing.
Yeah, actually
You
nothing.
know what I mean? Our life cycle before we start fucking up,
Yeah.
around about 70, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at best.
Yeah.
And then we fucked.
Yeah.
So
Well,
in
I'm
the bigger
starting to fucking
picture of
know.
things, when you factor like 80 years
Yeah.
into that bigger picture, we are nothing.
Actually nothing.
We're equally as nothing as the lifespan of a fly
In comparison.
in comparison to
Yeah.
what we.
Is it like the
our
bot
perception
fly
of
that
time.
lives for like 24 hours?
Yeah,
Bot fly?
What sort of fucking existence is that?
They I don't know if they're born or like they're fucking, I assume they come out of some sort of fucking,
Maggot.
yeah, so like they fly about into things, because I've never seen a bot fly just fly straight. They just fucking whack into things, like dunk, 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 and then they die 24 hours later.
Were they in bed, didn't they? Have you seen them fucking videos on YouTube with people with bot flies in their fucking head and
Yeah,
stuff?
that's probably an accident.
Horrible, like.
They probably just accidentally crash into you so hard that they become part of you.
They stay on wet clothes and wet floors and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So well, dogs will get them. Mango worms
Front
are
of
the
the mic.
bastards.
There you go.
Mango worms are cunts.
I
Google mango worms.
banana spiders.
Oh, no.
Is it banana spiders the ones that fucking actually eat you?
What, humans?
Yeah.
Dunno.
It's like a banana spider or a pineapple spider or something like that it's called. They like, I know a soldier who was in like fucking some sort of forest, like a rainforest, call it, and his mate woke up and he didn't have an arm. And this
Well, like
spider-
after night?
they
One night,
yeah,
like?
so like they're sleeping in fucking in like sleeping bags or whatever, And this spider, they numb you and just fucking chow
Just don't
down
even
while
know.
you're sleeping. Like,
Imagine that.
you just wake up, you just got like a flap where your arm used to be.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, that's not good. Like, I can't
tell you
remember.
what.
Like, it's like a banana or coconut spider or something like that. Fuck, I need to
That
Google
is
it.
fucking grim, that is.
That is grim because they actually eat you. It's not like you don't like most of the time you die because of the poison or like the venom or whatever, isn't it? But they just fucking chow down, lose bits of your
But
body.
you've gone to sleep with
That's
like
hell
a
of a
perfectly
fucking-
functional arm.
Yeah,
And
like
then,
I don't know how much of the arm was
what,
eaten.
have they like eaten all of the skin and just left the bone there?
I don't know. Like it's a spider, so it can't have eaten that much, could it?
How big are they?
Big, quite big. Probably. The thing is, like, there's only you can only go so big as a spider can only be so big because of the way they breathe, isn't it? Because they don't have lungs, they breathe through their skin or something. So like if they go any bigger than what this spider is, they could, that type of breathing wouldn't be able to sustain a body that big. Do you know what I mean? So it's like as big as a spider can get, I think.
Fuck's sake.
Because that's the way they breathe in there. That's how you flush a fucking spider down the toilet, down the fucking sink. They don't drown.
No.
They just live.
I got stung by a wasp the other day.
I fucking hate that. I've
just-
only ever done it once.
I just stamped it to death.
I've-
After.
I knocked a bee out once. Well, I
I've done
didn't.
that.
I didn't do the knocking out.
I
Someone
don't
else.
mind bees, because bees provide something.
Do you know,
what I mean?
like, if a bee stings you, you should just leave it. Just like be soft and kind with it, and
Yeah,
then
'cause
eventually, because they don't pull it, they won't. You know
sting out,
the old
rip
tail
off,
where
yeah.
it rips them off. It's because most people are like, like if you
Yeah.
just let it go in like 30, 40 seconds, they kind of like break out and they don't die. But most people want them dead after they get stung, don't they?
Yeah, but I don't mind the bee because, do you know what I mean?
They-
A
they-
bee's not
they
gonna sting
contribute.
you for the sake of it.
They contribute.
That's it.
Yeah, they're part of the fucking.
Yeah, but whereas a wasp will just be like, oh, look at him, but there.
They look-
Fuck him, bang.
Do you-
have that.
the thing is, you look at a bee and you're like, I suppose that could be cute. Like,
Yeah,
you look at a wasp, it's evil.
yeah. It's just like,
It's an evil-looking cunt.
you're just looking to fucking sting somebody.
Yeah, it would be. It's like, what are they called? The fucking, not the Autobots, the other ones.
Decepticon.
Yeah, if it was a Transformer, it would be a Decepticon.
Yeah.
If you look at it, like,
Or if it was a person, it would be a chav with a knife.
yeah, no, he's just gonna burgle you.
A mush, it would be a mush.
Mush.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a barge.
Well, fucking look at that mush.
Yeah,
Fucking shank him now.
and yeah, I fucking hate wasps. What do they do?
Nothing.
I don't kill anything, right? I'll fucking happily kill a wasp
Yeah.
and flies.
I beat it to fucking death. I called it a cunt as I was doing it. Stamped it senseless.
That's what I'd expect. I'd expect nothing less.
Yeah.
Just fucking crush the little
Still got a
cunt.
fucking little. So I like put that.
Yeah,
It hurt a bit.
yeah. Just a little sting, like definitely worth killing another life over.
Bastard.
Like,
People are looking at me stupid. Fucking cunt. Fucking.
yeah, no, I don't like insects at all. Like, but I don't kill spiders. Like, as I'm getting older, I'm having a bit more of a existential crisis with taking life.
Yeah. Now this is where I'm a little bit torn now because I got the chameleon now, haven't I?
Yeah, I've punched a fish to death in my younger years. I wouldn't do that now.
I was trying to be able to relate to that and come up with like a fucking relatable story, but I've never punched a fish to death.
No, it was really bad. Like, if I actually think about it now, it must have been terrible for the fish because I put my fucking finger in its mouth
Yeah.
and I popped its eye out from inside
Right.
and then I punched it to death. I was probably about 15, 16.
What do you catching fish?
Yeah.
Did you eat it after?
No. I just put it back in the water, dead.
Okay.
I don't know why. That's just the type of kid I was. Like, I used to perform surgery on slow worms.
Okay.
Do you know, like, when you had there was like a microscope set that would come with like fucking scalpels and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I used to like perform surgery on slow worms
So you had a massive potential to turn out to be a psychopath, man.
to be an actual murderer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went into a job
Murdering people.
like, I'm not even joking. Like, I went into a job that I reckon 90% of murderers have probably been chefs in their life sometime.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, it makes you want to kill everybody. You don't realize how cunty humans can be until you work in like retail or the catering industry.
Yeah. Now, see, this is the thing, right? So you imagine now before Facebook and social media existed,
Yeah.
that's all we had as a gauge of how much of a cunt somebody was first-hand interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mabel down the street, you knew she was a cunt
Yeah.
because she always used to complain about shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you've left your bag out. Or you parked
Left
on
your
my
bins
fucking
out.
space.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
left
yeah.
your bins out too long. Pick your bin up.
Yeah,
Mabel was a cunt. Yeah?
she was.
So we only had insight into the fact that certain people were cunts based on first-hand interaction or second-hand interaction. Yeah?
Yeah,
Now, we've got such easy access over the internet
yeah.
that we've just got total insight now into how many cunts actually exist. And there's a fucking lot of them.
Do you know, growing up, you assumed that only a few people are stupid. That's what I found. Do you know when I was growing up, like when I was a kid, like again before internet, like I genuinely thought that the basic intelligence of a human being in modern society was a pretty good one,
Yeah.
and it's just not.
No. People...
It actually really isn't, and it upsets me. And do you know what really bothers me is people that. Like, I don't want to sound like a fucking dweeb or a nerd, like, but like every day I try to make myself a bit more intelligent about something.
It's self-preservation and self-fucking progress, isn't it?
Yeah, but nobody, like, again, going back to like that atheism argument, it's just like people are so stuck in their opinion. So this is my opinion, and I could literally, I do it with Eve. I could literally give like 10 reasons about why they're wrong, and then they won't listen to why they're wrong. They'll never change their thing because it just means that accepting that you were wrong or you lost is...
Do you think it's more the accepting that they... So they wouldn't accept that they've lost,
I don't think they'd
been
ever...
in the wrong, or
No.
the fact that they've just got no insight.
But even if you hand them the insight, they're so against furthering their...
Yeah, but all right then. So if you factor, right, and I'm not putting them in the same category, but the scenario is very similar. Yeah. So if you've got somebody who's got schizophrenia, for example,
Yeah.
and they've got delusions of grandeur, yeah,
Yeah.
and they turn around to you and say, "Well, look, I'm God,"
Yeah.
and you give them like fucking a book full of reasons of why they're not God.
Yeah.
The delusion is still in place.
Yeah.
And no matter what you fucking say, is not going to matter.
I can understand that from a point of view where they're mentally not stable or mentally not like of it to be a schizophrenic. There's something not right, isn't it? Something's not lubed in the machine. Like
Yeah.
So like I can understand that, but not in a general public.
Yeah, but for somebody...
Why are we not taught? Why are we
Alright,
not
then.
taught that discussion is important and creating ideas is important and listening to ideas is important? We're not taught that. I think that an ability to talk, an ability to get your point across is one of the most important things
But exactly.
in life.
Do you know what I mean? They're the baselines of communication. You know?
Communication's everything.
Yeah.
So why are we not? Why are we just like? Why are we not taught that it's more important and like to change your ideas based on evidence? Like nobody does it. Like,
It should be. Do you know what I mean? When kids are in school, do you know what I mean? That should be one of the...
I feel like it
The
should be
most
way more.
important
It should be
things
more
that should be
important than
taught.
Pythagoras' theorem.
See, there's a certain element of like not so much an expectation, but as a parent, yeah?
Yeah.
These are the skills that you give to your kids. Yeah, but you'd think that's such a vital... Do you know what I mean? Just you alone teaching Noah,
Yeah.
even though it's going to be extremely valuable, he's still going to need other interaction with
Yeah.
hundreds and thousands of other individuals.
Yeah.
Yeah? So without having the sort of fundamental knowledge is in place for that, how is he then going to build the
Everything's built on
correct
communication.
skills?
You get jobs through communication. You build relationships with communication.
Yeah.
You learn through communication. It's literally everything. Everything's talking.
Well, not everything is talking.
Obviously,
is it?
no. Obviously,
So I could turn around to you now, for example, now with a dog, yeah?
Yeah.
But how they
it's
perceive
behavioural as well.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
think
the majority of it is you non-verbal, yeah? So
Yeah.
body language and things like that.
Yeah.
So like you've got your verbal communication, which is your tone of voice and words used.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like for example, now my dog,
Yeah.
right? I could tell him,
Is it that chair squeaking?
yeah.
Loving life.
You thought I was farting, didn't you?
I don't know. It's just going nuts.
But I could tell my dog in the most loving voice that I'm gonna
I fucking
beat him
hate you,
fucking
you little
senseless, and his tail is still gonna wag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the only thing he can't understand fucking English.
Yeah.
He does to a certain point. If I say to
Words.
him, go to bed, you stupid cunt, he'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah? But
Proving
see-
that he's not a stupid cunt.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Turning round and saying the most fucking sinister thing to him that I could potentially
In a
say,
soft voice.
but still having a really nice smile on my face and
Yeah.
a really soft, soothing voice. It makes no difference what I've said to him.
Yeah.
It's the manner in which I've fucking said it.
Yeah. I think...
Communication is a fabulous thing.
Yeah, you've gone into the mind of it all, haven't you?
I've gone into it in a lot of depth.
Yeah.
So like studying body language,
Yeah.
and studying the psychology behind it, and studying fucking micro expressions and stuff,
Yeah.
to the point that it'll blow your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like I'm a massive people watcher, so I'll go around Asda and I'm just watching people all the time, like
Yeah.
forgetting about fucking shopping. Do you know what I mean?
I came here for fucking nachos, like...
I'll come home with like £6 worth of stuff, and she's like, "What the fuck have you bought?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, we need that."
Yeah, but I thought of loads of stories about people's lives in that time, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
and I'm like, sometimes you'll see it. Do you know what I mean? You like, we've all got a certain level of intuition when we meet people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody could walk into a room and you could think, "Fuck, they don't seem particularly happy." Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It'll show on their face, but sometimes it doesn't show on their face. They put their mask on, don't they?
Yeah, and those are the people you have to worry about, I think.
But this is the thing, when I started looking into, like, I know people might not give a fuck about this now, but I started looking into Paul Ekman's study on facial expression, yeah?
Yeah.
And the way that our subconscious and our conscious works, you can't, as much as you can put a mask on,
Yeah.
you can't fucking conceal it totally.
No.
Because our mind works at such a fucking rapid rate that for us to fabricate, so say for argument's sake, you made me food,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you didn't like it.
and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Now, before I kick in to
Don't think that
create-
would happen, but
No, it wouldn't happen because you're a good fucking
it's
chef.
fucking
like.
fantastic. Like.
But for me to create that fabricated fucking sort of answer, like, "Oh yes, fucking lovely," for like a fraction of a second,
yeah.
fraction of a second before, I'm gonna just show disgust or something.
Yeah. You do see that, actually, yeah, and you
Yeah.
can tell.
And when you do what you do, when you're interacting with people a lot, you naturally build up them skills.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like out of the corner of your eye, you pick up something,
Yeah.
and you'll think, "Oh right," which is a fucking great skill to have, but it's also a little bit of a shit skill to have as well because
Because you notice that
you see-
everyone's fucking lying to me all the time.
yeah. And I started doing my Mrs. Eden at one point. She'd be like, I'd say, "Oh, where have you been then?"
Oops.
And she'd be like, "Oh, I've been so." And she might have like not been to one particular place that she said. And I'd be like, "You fucking liar."
Where have you been? What have you been doing? Who are
Yeah.
you with?
And I pissed her off for quite a while because I was just reading everything, yeah? Reading every element.
Turn it
of
off on
body
your own,
language.
mate. Make your life a little bit easier. Come
Yeah,
on
so
now.
although it's really cool, and although the psychology behind it is really cool, and I used to do a lot of that with the dialing ping videos, a lot of psychological mind fuckery there,
Yeah.
just tapping into.
Well, you're
people's
pretty much
heads.
the only one who you're probably one of the only people on earth that I don't argue with. Like everybody knows that I like to get into shit on Facebook. I don't know so much anymore, but like I used to love just getting into fights because you like even when I beat you, you don't accept that I've won. So you turn it into this thing like, well, yeah, because I tricked you into thinking that you've won, which makes me win, and it's like, no, die.
Yeah.
I've won, mate.
Yeah.
And then you just make me angry, and then you end up winning it. Just because you just refuse to accept that someone fucking beat you, like.
It's just tenacious as fuck.
Yeah, because I
But
fucking.
that was the great thing with the dialing pin character. Not so like we love little bits of fucking banter and stuff like that, but the dialing pin character was such a random character
Yeah.
that we wouldn't know what would come out next.
No.
So how could you then, do you know what I mean, going into like an argument with rationale, yeah,
Yeah.
against a totally irrational
That's the
person?
thing. You can't
can't
win. You
fucking
can't win
win
a fight.
against
You
them.
can't win against. Yeah, you can't. Like that's.
No.
It's probably easier to fight an intelligent person than it is
Yeah.
to argue with someone who's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Because they refuse to listen to the very basics of why you're right.
yeah.
And
And
they
they'll
just,
turn
like,
it into
just
such
like,
a random fucking thing that
Yeah.
like that in the end, you're like,
Yeah.
how the fuck have I come to this point?
I give up. You win.
Yeah.
Fuck off, like you can't.
Yeah. Which was it's fucking great. It's a good laugh.
I feel like as I'm getting older, all that's changing. Like I used to love upsetting people on Facebook. It'd be like
I think
I'd choose Spotted, Llanelli or Carmarthen, and I would just like I'd pick one fucking person. I was like, I'm having you today, like,
yeah,
and I fucking eat them up, and it was great.
yeah.
And then I'd get like a like army behind me where they just see me rip them a new arsehole. It would be fucking great. I'd be like, boys, look at this. Look what I did today. It's like
Yeah.
screenshots of the funny bits. Like,
But do you find like sort of
I feel like I just want to be a nicer person. what I realized the last couple of years is people think I'm actually a cunt. So like when I'm
that is just like essentially a persona.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? We've all got elements of our personality.
I can be a cunt.
Oh yeah, but
like,
see, like
if anyone's seen me argue with Eve, they know I can be a cunt, and it's
Yeah.
like I don't enjoy doing it at the time, like, but like when I look back at the things I say to her,
yeah,
I'm a fucking horrible cunt. Like, in my defense, I try to avoid the argument all the way up to that point. But like
Yeah.
when you decide, like, okay, you can fight with me, and
yeah,
all right then,
gloves
then
off.
it comes out like, and I it's not nice. Like I say some fucking
Yeah.
horrible things.
Now, see, I'm not like that, and this might be a misconception of what a lot of people might think. Yeah.
That you're actually a cunt. Like,
What?
they think that you're actually a cunt.
Yeah, they think
Yeah.
I'm an actual cunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't got it in me to be a cunt to somebody who I don't think deserves it.
So yeah, that's where we differ then.
But we, do you know what I mean? I can be, do you know what I mean? I can, the minute somebody pisses me off,
Done.
it can just be a total switch, and I can be the biggest fucker to that person then ever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'll find them so insignificant, I don't really care about their fucking feelings.
Yeah.
The minute that they fucking step on my toes, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
It's
think
just
it's probably-
like, fuck you now then.
I think we're the same, but my switch is just easier to turn on then. Like,
But see, I'm a fiery fucker.
yeah.
In general, do you know what I mean? But
I found myself getting a bit more angry as I'm older, though. Do you know, like my fights always just used to be more like verbal, but now I feel like I have to nut something or fucking stick an iron through the wall just to get it. Like I find that I'm more angry and I can't. As time is going, I can control it. Like I'm not gonna smash Eve in the face. Like, do you know what I mean?
No.
But like, I get to a point where I need to just fucking let go of something.
Yeah, but that's your outlet then, isn't
But
it?
I've never been like that.
But all right, and so if you, for example, right, when we used to do the internet a lot,
Yeah.
we used to do it a lot, then
Yeah.
on some level, then that was your outlet, yeah.
Yeah, I
If
wasn't
you had
angry
something
then. I
pent
was
up-
like, it was more for fun then.
Yeah, but see,
Sorry for the car
when we're
passing.
using it as a mechanism for fun,
Yeah,
yeah, then there's got to be some form of stimuli at the front of that, yeah.
yeah, I
Some catalyst.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, so it might be for the fact that, right, I've had a shitty fucking week, I'm going to get great pleasure now in just being a fucking
Finding a stranger
yeah,
and making them look like a
finding an
dickhead.
outlet.
Yeah,
Yeah. Whereas now you don't really have that outlet as much as you used to.
things you have to
before.
watch what I say on Facebook now because I've had the police here. Like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't want them knocking my door
Well, just,
again.
like, I mean, I told you this years ago. Create a character.
Yeah, well, Fat Dan was that character for a long while.
Yeah, but you've got to create a character now, which is anonymous, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to do it anymore. Like I said, I feel like I just want to be a nicer person. I feel like maybe 7 years ago, if someone, well, maybe 4 years ago, if someone in work was like upset, I'd have the urge to make it worse.
Yeah.
And now I actually feel like even people who I'm not friends with outside of work, if I see someone crying, I feel it. Like, yeah. Now
Do you think that has come more
it's probably because of Noah.
since you've had children?
Yeah, 100%. I can't watch. There's certain videos I can't watch online anymore because it reminds. Like, I saw a kid fall down an escalator and he just fucking bounced off the floor. I'd have laughed at that 4 years ago.
I think having kids, do you know what I mean? With it does so much. For
It
the
changes you
level of
chemically.
empathy.
It changes you chemically. I think, like, because you always put your child in that position, or like you'd be like, "Fuck, if I was Noah," or like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just genuinely think that's just the way you come when you're a parent. Like,
But you do change, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Your values change.
definitely,
Um,
your priorities change as well.
yeah.
I haven't
most
spent
definitely
half
do.
as much on his PC since Noah was born as I did before.
No.
I
Because it's the
wouldn't.
type of thing, do you know what I mean? You don't want to go 5, 6, 7 years down the line, still being consumed with the things that you used to do before.
Nah.
And then looking back and going, fucking hell, as much as I enjoyed that, there's been 6, 7 years now that I can't get back.
Yeah.
Before you know it, now he's going to be in fucking secondary school.
Yeah.
And then he's not the baby anymore.
And you wish away your time as well, don't you? You're always like, oh, I can't wait till he talks, can't wait till he walks, can't wait till he's in school, I can't wait. And then it's
And
just
we
like,
all fucking do that, do you know what I mean? To a
everyone
certain
warns you. They always tell you, don't wish away the time. And you're like, fuck off, you dull cunt. All I want him to do is walk.
Yeah.
And then when he's walking, you're like, oh, fuck. I remember those days when I could just leave him in a basket.
Yeah.
And I could
Go to the pub.
I could go. I could go.
See you later.
I could go do something and then
Yeah.
come back and he wouldn't have moved. But then there was a time then where like I'd put him there. I'd go fucking wash a dish, and then I hear a fucking bang, and he's climbed the fucking TV unit, and the TV's over, and then you wish that away, and then you fucking I wish he could talk, and then now he's answering you back, and I want to like right now. Noah's attitude fucking stinks. He's learned how to fucking scrunch his face up when he's angry with you.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's not funny. And you're like, well, it is funny because you look like a twat. But yeah, I think being a parent changes you stupidly.
Yeah,
like.
it does.
And I do feel like I just genuinely want to be a nicer person to people. Like,
Well, look, being a nicer person, there's the old saying, yeah, that, do you know what I mean? You fill your life with positives.
yeah,
And do you know what I mean? You will experience positives,
yeah,
but you get them back.
yeah.
Yeah. There's also the saying that if you try to see the good in everything, then you'll only have positive experiences, which I think is fucking bullshit.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's got to be a nice balance. Like,
Life
try and
is-
see the good in everything. All right. What good qualities did fucking Hitler have? Well, I'm not even going to waste my time going down.
Could have been a
the road
nice guy though.
there. Well,
He had a wife. She must have liked him.
the fucking Jews did, though.
Perspective is everything, isn't it?
Fucking hell. But see, that's, do you know what I mean? When you factor now, right? I don't want to get into it too much because it pisses me off a little bit with regards to like when you've got the US going over and bombing certain countries.
Yeah,
Now I can understand where they come from when they fucking really pissed off then.
yeah.
Because you imagine if they came over here fucking bombing us, then we'd be equally as
We'd be
we'd
up
have
in
nothing
arms.
but contempt for them,
Yeah,
would we?
we'd be up in arms, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? So
I would
like
be.
I do try to see, whereas I never used to before, I will try to see other people's motives for how they feel.
This is the thing. Perspective is everything, and I've tried to explain it to Eve because like she's one of the people that's just like stuck in her ways with like this is how I think that it should be, and I won't change it. But like she says stuff about work. Now I'm a manager in work, so like I feel like to earn the money that I earn, I have to do some things. Like I have to, if there's a late shift that I would normally finish at 5, I feel like I have to take it sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's just part of my job. That's why I get paid more. And like she just sees it as like everybody's taking the piss out of you because you have to. Cause the thing is, right? I'm a KM. I only work 2 nights a week. That's stupid for a kitchen manager in a high volume retail business. It's like most KMs I know are doing 4 straight throughs, like at least 4 a week, maybe 5.
Yeah.
And I just feel like my rota's cushy as fuck. I get the same days off every week. I finish early on a Saturday and a Sunday. Like these are things that just not heard of in my thing. So like I see it as like I'm in a good place for considering how much money I earn, which is it's not fucking bank breaking, but it's a decent amount of money. Like, and I feel like to earn that sometimes I have to think like people don't ask me to cover shifts very often. Sometimes like if I do like a Monday, I normally work like a 10 till 10-5. So it's not even a fucking normal day, is it? Yeah, it's not even a normal day's work. And sometimes I might have to do a split through there. Like I got no problem with it, no issues. But then it causes fucking issues at home, like, and it fucking winds me up. But she I tried to explain to her that, like, just see it from a perspective, like, if you're looking at it like this, it looks like a square, but just turn your head a little bit and it's a cube. Do you know what I mean? Like that type of change your perspective a tiny bit, and you'll see a totally different picture.
So what is her sort of
She just hates my job, mate. Hates it. She hates that the thing is, right, because I work on sociable hours, what we find is when we've got childcare, it's always when we're in work. So it's not like we haven't got like fuck you childcare. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got like let's go to the cinema tonight childcare.
And I think that's probably part of the problem, isn't it?
It's a massive part of the problem, because if we both work 9 to 5s, we could probably find more time for us to do us things.
Yeah.
And like our relationship has been up on rocky roads because it's just like we never see each other.
With relationships, you need that. Yeah,
You do,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? What you tend to find is the less time you spend with each other,
Yeah,
the less affection you're going to show each other.
most
The
definitely.
less affection you show each other, the less you're going to be having sex.
Yeah,
The less you're going to be having sex, the less affection you're showing each other.
yeah.
And then, see,
Compounds, like.
from a woman's perspective, then she starts feeling unwanted.
Yep.
Not so much from a man. A man will feel it, but I think a woman will feel it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is that societal expectation in place that
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A woman, without fucking trying to get all the fucking...
Without getting the leftists.
Yeah, the wankers on the bandwagon, do you know what I mean? But a woman wants to feel wanted.
Yeah. I think everybody wants to feel wanted as well. Though,
yeah, but I think from a man's perspective, do you know what I mean? We're not so emotional about it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I think it can get to a point that we can feel totally.
I think if you get to a point where I think a bloke would get pissed off if he was trying a lot and he was being shot down a lot.
Yes.
Like, whereas we've kind of got to a point where nobody even tries now.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
And that is fucking needed for healthy relationships.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Bearing in mind, like, when we first got together, all the time, like every time we saw each other, actually, for the first 2 years, every day that we saw each other, we would have sex. And
see, that's the thing, see, then, is... And I don't know whether it's an unreal expectation, because it doesn't need to be an unreal expectation, because when you first get together...
I think my dick could take it now.
Huh?
I think my dick could take the work I was putting in back in the day, like... It was fucking... I gotta work. Nah, it's fuck that. I couldn't do it anymore, like... I'd fucking bust.
But when you factor sort of, like, changes to lifestyles and things like that, and when you factor, like, the baby, yeah?
Yeah, definitely the baby.
So, do you know what I mean? It's not as if you've got half hour, 45 minutes, just to fuck off and have a jump.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Because he's going to get to the age in a minute now that he's knocking the fucking door.
He keeps on coming in and he's looking at your genitals.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that story the other day?
No.
Sorry, I have to break it because this fucking story is hilarious. So I was fucking taking a shit the other day, right?
Yeah.
And he cannot leave me alone when I'm having a shit because that door doesn't lock. He can unlock it from outside.
Yeah.
So like it half locks and he just comes up and dunk and then it's gone. He's fucking in. I was like, Eli, Noah, get out now. I don't know why Eli was in there.
What are you doing in this fucking toilet, Eli?
Get out of my store, you can.
Dirty bastard.
No, so he came in like that and he had a t-shirt and his pants on, and he said, "Daddy, why is your willy out?" And I was like, because I actually said, I'm having a shit, but get out, like, innit?
Yeah.
So he just wouldn't stand there. He goes, you got a big willy, Daddy. And he goes, I've got a little one. And he pulls his fucking pants down, lifts his t-shirt up. He's like, look, and he's fucking shaking it about. And I could hear Eve fucking creased up in the bedroom. And I was like, this isn't how I saw my life going. Honest to fuck. Like, he's just there shaking his dick at me. I was like, Noah, get out. Like, I'm trying to, like, I can't remember the last time I had a shit in peace in his house, like, because he just comes in, Daddy, yeah? And then he's trying to look at my dick.
No, it's, so you can understand then, you know what I mean? He wouldn't change it for the fucking world. No. Would he?
No.
But then sometimes you do think...
It's just those little fucking glimmers between the pain that he's like, he look at you in a way that you just like, fucking melts you. His birthday, he fucking melted me. I don't know why. He just sat there eating a sandwich. Yeah. And I was just like, oh,
they'll do little things, and you think, fucking, if I could capture this moment for fucking ever.
But then he threatened to throw Eve out the window and kill her the other day. So it's like swings and roundabouts in it, Jimmy. He actually did fuck. I don't know where he got that from. Like I said,
that has to be going through her head that you've said, I'm gonna throw her out the window and kill her.
Yeah, I don't talk to him about death. Like, it winds me up that Eve does. But like I've said to her, I was like, if he keeps on going, I'm gonna chuck him out the window or something. No, I've said that. Yeah. But I've never said I'm gonna chuck. Like, he said to her, he said something like, I'm gonna throw you out the window and you will die. But everybody, he's just turned 3. Like, it's just like, fuck. So Eve was tamping, Eve was fuming, and yeah. That was funny. That's always good.
But they are funny kids.
Yeah, I do love him. I don't know if do you know, like, I feel like having another one now is like just restarting a game that you've just played. And I'm not even a third of the way through.
See, you're going to get... well...
You right?
I think I've just had a stroke. Fuck. Right, I'm going to start again.
Yeah. Rewind.
It's going to get to a point, you have to cut that, because I'm going to sound retarded.
No.
I'm not going to have the retarded people going, you just used the word retarded. You're going to have to cut that out.
No, it's fine. Retarded just means slowed.
Oh, so that's how I felt.
Yeah, well, you slowed down your brain workings for a little bit, didn't you? So that's, you retarded the speed at which you were calculating your speech. Yeah. So it's fine. Okay. I'm not cutting shit, mate. No. Now they know that you're a bitch because you want to cut it. Ah, fuck.
I only wanted to cut it because I used the word retarded.
No, it's fine. I've just sorted you right out there. Don't worry about it. I got an answer for everything.
Years ago, somebody in one of my videos, I called somebody a faggot. Yeah.
I got banned from Facebook for doing it.
Yeah, but like I always used to use the word faggot, PHAGG.
I've got a rebuttal for that as well. Do you want to hear it?
Go on, then.
I said it to Facebook. I said there was a photo. Do you know when you all came down and played foosball? That photo that got me banned. So I said I love this group of faggots.
Yeah.
So no, I love these faggots, but
Yeah.
like faggot back in the day before it meant that it's like a thing of wood, isn't it? It's like a grouping of wood.
Yeah.
So I meant like a bundle. Do you know, like, so a faggot of wood is a bundle of wood. Like these are a bundle of friends.
Yeah.
So I said like these are a faggot of friends. Like it's a bundle.
Did they put the picture back up?
Nah.
Come on, guys.
I was ready for it though.
Come on, guys.
I called someone a twat in work the other day. I had fucking I just go back into the history of the words and shit. I'll find a way that it makes it sound like not bad.
Somebody called me up on it before, and I went, "Hold on, it's just a fucking meat dish."
Yeah.
I'm just referring.
It's just a dish made of offal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just a fucking piece of meat.
Yeah. And I think that's a perfectly acceptable thing. Like an insult's a good insult.
Fucking great.
Do you know the actual? It's mental that the word faggot, right? I'm gonna go a little bit deep again now, but like the meaning, the reason that they call homosexuals faggots is because when they used to burn them, so they would use faggots of wood. So like they tie you to a pole, and they'd stand you on a faggot of wood,
right?
And then they'd set fire to it. I feel like that's a little bit more fucking painful than the N-word. Like if you actually look into the history of it, that's crazy. The nickname that they're using to chastise you is what they used to kill you with.
Fucking hell.
It's grim, isn't it?
It is a bit.
Learn something new every day. Let's go back to talking about shit.
Yeah. I don't think my brain has started back up yet.
Yeah. Just staring into space.
Right,
like
fucking hell, what were we talking? We were talking about, you said that you were considering having another child, but you feel as if
I'm not
playing the same again.
I'm not considering, but Eve wants to. So I'm in this bit where like if you know the fucking the backstory of us having a kid is that there was a serious chance that he would have a disorder that would seriously hinder his life, like it has it's fucked her father up.
Yeah.
It's glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency.
Right, okay.
Also known as G6PD.
Yeah, we'll refer to
abbreviated
it on,
to G6 even further. So G6, right?
Yeah.
Which it attacks the iron in your blood cells, and it changes the shape of your red blood cells, so they can't carry oxygen as much. But weirdly, it makes you immune to malaria.
Oh fuck! Cool.
So that's good because it comes from the Mediterranean countries.
Sickle cell? Is it similar to that?
Close, but like her father,
sickle cell anemia they call it.
Yeah, her father had some serious problems. He used to have he had like fucking at one point he had blood transfusions like weekly. Just to keep his things like it's kind of they can treat it better, but thing is you can't get rid of it, right? So it's on your X chromosome.
I remember you telling me about it.
So you get an X and Y if you're a male. So basically you're guaranteed to have it if you're a male.
Right.
No, that's wrong. There's a 50% chance that you can get it.
Yeah.
Right. So like obviously you'll get an X chromosome from either Eve or me.
Yeah.
Because Eve has got 2.
Yeah.
So the possibility of him getting it is 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah. So if he has my healthy X and has her Y, happy days. Not her. No, sorry, that's wrong again. Because X and Y is. Fuck! I've made myself look like a cunt now.
You're gonna cut that now.
I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not cutting shit.
Cut it,
No, what's double X? Double X is men, isn't it? Yeah. No, double X is woman. X and Y is male. Yeah. So if you get it as a woman, it attacks the X chromosome. So if you get it as a woman, you've got another X chromosome that kind of picks up the slack.
Right.
So Eve's got the deficiency, but her other X chromosome picks up the slack, so it doesn't affect her life. But men only have one X.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he had Eve's healthy X and my Y, he would have been fine, which is what happened.
Yeah.
Or you would have had
the unhealthy one.
You would have had my Y and the unhealthy X, and without the other X to pick it up, that's where the problems start. Okay. Yes, so I'm right. Yes.
Okay. So on the basis of that, everything's fine.
He's fine now, but there was a big chance that he would have not been fine.
Yeah.
And I feel for us to have our first child, it was worth the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but to have a second child, we basically know
have to go through all that
because
again.
Noah's been born and he's fine. We've stopped it in their bloodline.
Yes.
So the only person that can pass it on now is still Eve.
Yes. So if you had another child, you'd have to go through that risk. If it was another boy.
If it was another boy, boys can't pass it on.
Right.
But women can.
Right. Okay.
So it's like it's not carrier because it's a
But are
it's a
females
chromosome.
carriers and not? Does it?
If
like, bring
Eve
up
had a
symptoms?
girl,
Yeah.
if Eve had a girl, she could make it so that she could pass it on.
Right. Okay.
But it never manifests as symptoms in a woman because there's another X, unless the other X is fucking fucked as well, which is unlikely. But that's what it is. So like to me,
It's not as cut and dried as yes, let's just have another child.
I don't think so. But she is fine with it, and I was just like, I think like this could kill her dad at some point. Do you know what I mean? And I know he's lived a life. He's probably touching 60. Like it's not going to kill him young, but like I just and the treatment for it has got better and better and better. Like when he was young, he was fucked.
Yeah.
Because you didn't see it in Westerners ever.
No.
But now it's like in India and stuff, you see it 1 in 6 people or something like that. So like and over in the med type of area, because I think it was it developed itself to make you immune to malaria.
It's a massive. Do you know what I mean? There's not only the massive risk, there's the massive sort of thought process that you've got to go through as parents. Yeah. So.
Well, it's a big thing. Like his parents, they all had to move to Great Ormond for like 6 or 7 months, I think.
Yeah.
When he was young, because like nowhere else in the country had any fucking idea what it was.
No.
And like obviously it's different now. Medication's got better and stuff. But I just think like, apart from the selfish bit of me just not wanting to go through changing nappies again and the sleepless nights again, and there is a selfish aspect.
He's going to be going full time in school.
Yeah.
So a lot of that then, it's not selfish to say, but he'll get you time back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
I do like time to myself.
Look forward to that then. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, fucking hell, do I really want to go through these night feeds?
This is my thing.
Do I want to go through changing nappies? Do I want to go through being restricted? Not restricted in the sense that, do you know what I mean? You'd never begrudge the time that you spend with your kids.
I do a little bit.
But, but it does restrict you, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? You can't just do this, do that.
Yeah.
Because you've got a fucking child to think of.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of factors going on there. I mean, my missus, I don't know if you've ever heard of Huntington's disease.
I have.
It basically wiped out all of her family.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it wiped out...
It's not a good one, that is.
No. It's horrendous. So it fucking... her father, both her aunties, her grandfather, his father, down the line.
Yeah.
You're talking hundreds of years, just wiped them all out.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had to go through 2 years of genetic testing for it before they'd even, not genetic testing, genetic counselling.
Yeah.
Before they'd even consider then taking the tests to see if she was a carrier.
Well, they'd make sure that she's all right with having it before they find out if she's have it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you've got to go through like really intense counselling before.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because it's such a fucking
horrendous,
a violent illness.
Yeah.
Your whole body shuts down essentially.
Yeah. So what does it do? Is it degenerative or is it like fast?
Her dad had it like he had a juvenile version of it, so it was a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
So basically, it'll shut down your coordination. Yeah, you won't be able to like walk, can't swallow for yourself. It just basically degrades your whole body.
Yeah, until you just die.
Mind.
See, that's even worse. Yeah.
Yeah, so
living
just living in a shell.
Yeah.
But she had to go through all that, and then we went through all that, and then obviously found out that everything was fine.
So does that mean that she won't get it, or is it possible?
She won't get it now, and she'll never pass it on.
That's good.
So it's the end of what has essentially killed potentially fucking 8, 9, maybe longer, more generations.
Yeah.
Stop now with her.
That's good.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? To go through that and then consider having kids.
Yeah.
It's a fucking hard thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not an easy decision to make. It's not just like, oh yeah, do you know what I mean? We'll have kids.
Yeah.
And then we'll deal with it when it comes to it. Which is what I think a lot of her family did when her grandmother had her father. I think the mentality was, we'd have kids and medical advancements and years will sort that out.
Yeah.
But it fucking didn't.
No.
You know what I mean? It still hasn't.
Yeah.
So, in a really
Come close to the mic.
in a really selfish... well, I don't suppose it's a selfish way, do you know what I mean? I can't call somebody selfish until I've been in that mindset.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But, like, for your own personal reasons, to put a child through something potentially life-changing and life-limiting as that, it's not a decision that can just be made on a whim.
I don't think so.
Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of factors that have got to come into play.
She sees it as like, my whole life I saw myself having two, so that's what I want. And then I'm more like risk versus reward. Like, I'm not saying that having another kid wouldn't be rewarding. It obviously would, but like, I get everything that I needed from a child from my first one.
Yeah.
For me personally, I don't feel like I need a second one.
No.
I feel like the risk that like the impact that having a kid with G6 would have now, it would affect Noah's life, it would affect both ours, it would obviously affect the kid's life.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just see it as like risk versus reward. Like in my brain, I just don't see it. She's grown up with someone with G6, so she's a bit more kind of numb to it, you know what I mean? Like she's seen what happens to her own man, and she's used to it kind of. But I don't know, seeing it from the outside and thinking like, fuck, could she even see her kid going through that? Like when Noah's got a fucking cold, she's like, oh, do you know what I mean?
And that's what, do you know what I mean? That's what she's got a factor, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think she just sees, she won't change her mind. It's like, that's what I saw when I was growing up. So that's what I think I am like. Do you know what I mean?
I saw myself being a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
Still don't do the lottery, like.
Yeah, I feel like I deserve more.
Why can't I be a millionaire? Well, when's the last time you did the lottery? Never done it. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I don't do the lottery, but I always think of what I would do if I won the lottery, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, and then obviously there's 100% a fucking a selfish part of it that just doesn't want to start it all again. I feel like we've got him to a point where he doesn't shit all over himself.
And it'll get to the point as well that the older that he starts getting, and the more that he's in school, the more time that you will have together. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and then you want to start that again, like, and then you want to go through it all again. Well, how long is it between your two?
5 years.
5 years. I don't think Eve wants to leave it that long.
No.
Would you do it differently?
I don't know. I think with us, it was, we'd already gone through that. He was full time. It's just like.
Was Trav not wanted? You know what I mean? Was he planned? Did you say
not intentionally?
Did you say, right, let's have a kid, or did you just stop fucking contraception? Or
I think my pull-out game was pretty good for you.
Strong pull-out game. You just let it slip that one time. It was just enjoying way too much.
I think it just...
shit, I thought I was in your ass.
Yeah. Did you hear about that video about that Chinese couple that couldn't get pregnant? They've been trying for 5 years. And they checked her and they were like, you still a virgin?
Oh, he's been fucking in the ass.
He's been putting it up her ass for like 5 years.
Nice. Nice. Everyone knows I'm a fan of the old bum action.
Fucking hell. No, but 5 years in between, I think it's cool.
Do you?
Yeah.
You said the thing is though, you're on a different thing, because you said with your YouTube stuff you feel like you missed out on the old.
Yeah, it consumed too much of my life. Do you know what I mean? And like, and as cheesy as fuck as this is gonna sound, right?
Yeah.
Because it will sound cheesy until people actually start to sort of try to absorb what I'm about to say.
Hit me.
The potential for money that I was making,
and
the potential money for what I could have been making, when in fact that a lot of the people that I was doing it with, are making millions.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, part of me, I don't regret it. Part of me thinks, look, if I'd have just invested a little bit more time, but with a little bit more fucking clarity in place, then I could have potentially had that.
Yeah.
But I don't want that. Yeah? Because for me, emotional richness, if that's the right word to use,
I got you. Yeah, I feel you.
Is a lot more important than financial richness.
Yeah.
And that's what I genuinely feel now. Do you know what I mean? Everybody loves fucking.
Things you're doing all right, then you're not struggling, like.
No, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? I live a good life. It's I
comfortable.
don't
Like,
want for fucking nothing. And if,
not
if
many
there's anything
people.
I want,
Not many people have their own like gym, actual gym.
no.
You know, people say, "Oh, come over my gym, man." It's like a treadmill in the conservatory.
Yeah,
You've got like
a proper gym.
an actual gym that's probably bigger than the floor plan of my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is actually. Thinking about it, front
But
to
see,
back.
things like that are more important to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
not
comfortable,
only-
but you still get like you spend quite a bit of time with your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, for me now, that sort of side of it is my therapy as well, having the gym in place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just a career, it's fucking therapy.
yeah,
for
because
me
you're
as
making
well.
money off it as well, and
Yeah.
it's like it's gonna make us money back.
So, yeah, experiences and emotional, like I said, the emotional side of it will never
Never be superseded by the
the
money. Like.
the money. Do you know what I mean? You can buy materialistic things with money,
Yeah,
and you can buy on some level experiences with money. But if somebody said, "You,
drive a
here
Ferrari.
we are, here's 500 fucking million pounds,"
Yeah,
but the only like downside of this money that you're gonna have is you're gonna just be miserable for the rest of your life, and no matter how much money you've got, you're never gonna be able to buy happiness.
yeah,
Your life is just basically gonna be down in a fucking pit.
yeah,
Now, who in their fucking right mind is gonna take that?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't take that amount of money in. Do you know what I mean?
In exchange.
Swap out fucking potential happiness.
No,
You wouldn't.
no. I like happiness. Happiness is good.
It is. It's
It's all right, like that.
Oh, it's fucking great. I mean, do you know what I mean? When you're emotionally rich like that, and I know it fucking sounds namby-pamby and
Preachy.
shit.
Yeah.
Because I'll still have fucking days, and somebody might post a fucking motivational quote up on Facebook, and I might read it, and I might think, oh,
They
you
wind
fucking,
me up.
Yeah, you
They really
twat,
wind me
like, I'll fucking unfollow you now, because you just really irritated
Yeah.
with your fucking great outlook on
Yeah.
life. Do you know what I mean?
I'm able to give myself. I can make myself content with what I've got. Like
Yeah.
I understand that life is fucking suffering for the most part anyway, and I'm all right with it. Like this is another thing. Eve sees it as me like, well, you're happy with this life, and it's like, well, this is what we got to the minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can either fucking complain about it.
But see, this is the thing. See, you can still be extremely happy with it.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? You can still strive for more,
Yeah.
and that's no reflection of like you. Do you know what I mean? You're not fucking valuing what you've already got.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you're fucking ungrateful.
Yeah. Like we live all right. We
Yeah.
struggle for money. Like I'm not die rich. Like, you know what I mean. But
But there's nothing wrong with. Do you know what I mean? It's like you said. You always like to try and learn new things.
I like to make myself like more intelligent
Yeah.
every day.
But see, any aspect of our life, if do you know what I mean? Self progression is where it's fucking at. Do you know what I mean?
massive.
If you want to just sit down and just become complacent,
Yeah.
there's nothing fucking wrong with that. If people choose to want to do that,
Yeah.
but if you have got that drive to continue to learn and better yourself as an individual, now when we say better yourself, doesn't mean that you fucking shit beforehand.
Yeah.
You can still better yourself.
Yeah.
And you can still add more to your arsenal. It's no reflection of you sort of think that what you've got currently is shit.
Yeah. No, not at
Yeah.
all.
It's like I had a discussion with one of my clients a couple of weeks ago, and basically he wanted to change the way that he was looking, and he had a bit of a barney with his missus because she said, "Well, why do you want to change? What I'm happy with you."
Yeah, but it isn't for them
And I
sometimes,
said, "Well,
is it?
look, it's with all due respect,
Mm.
it's fucking nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If you're not
Because-
happy, like,
No, I mean she can be giving you compliments and things like that, and for the short term, they'll have a little bit of positive impact. But unless you're fucking comfortable in your own skin,
this is the thing. I think if you're not comfortable with what you are, then people telling you otherwise, you just don't believe them anyway.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't
Do
believe
you know what I
them.
mean? It might be for a period of time. Somebody might give you a compliment, and they might go, "Oh yeah, make me feel good," but it'll make you feel good for the short term.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
someone says I like if he says I like you the way you are, I'm
Yeah.
just like, why why would you? I don't believe you.
No,
Do you know what I mean? I just think like I know I'm a fucking fat cunt, like, so I just accept
are you
it.
happy with the way you are?
Hell no.
Change it.
Yeah, I know, but this is one of my
Starting
biggest
to get into
problems.
motivational
Is
things,
I'm a lethargic cunt. Like I literally I
but
won't
see,
do anything for myself.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, right, is if you've got to have some form of vision,
Yeah,
insight,
yeah,
yeah. So if you haven't got any of that insight, well, what are you fucking working towards? How are you going to measure your progress? What are
Yeah.
you going to use to keep you driven?
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't.
Because there's the
keep
old
myself driven.
saying that goes is, do you know what I mean? Don't rely on motivation. Don't fucking rely on motivation to get you to where you want to be, because motivation's a short-term fucking thing.
Yeah,
You can get up in the morning, you can watch something on TV, you can listen to a Rocky song, and you can think, fuck yeah, I really want to train now.
yeah,
That will go just as quick as it fucking comes.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It's got to be that drive, and it's got to be that thing, well, look, this is what I want to achieve. This is what I've got to do to get there.
yeah,
This is the things that I may have to sacrifice to get there.
yeah. I don't like sacrifice.
But it doesn't necessarily mean a sacrifice, do you know what I mean? We've got these people who will sort of like restrict the diets to the point that they become miserable then doing what they fucking doing.
What really pisses me off is when I was full swing and I was losing the weight and I was getting healthy and I was feeling way better, like, I was like, why the fuck, do you know what I mean? Why would I not want to feel like this?
Yeah.
My shits went down.
Yeah.
Great.
To 18 a day.
Yeah. It went down to fucking single figures, like. And it was, I don't know, I just felt better in every aspect of my life. And then I stopped because it came up to Christmas, I think. It was Christmas coming. I was like, I'll give it a break for a bit and then I'll start back. And then I never did. But it's weird that, like, I can't just take myself back to thinking I felt probably the best I've ever felt. Back when I was a kid, I used to be an athlete. I used to be a very strong runner, long distance and quick speed, short distances.
Yeah.
I used to be a promising football player. And I still didn't even feel that good back then. Like, do you mean when I was a fucking spring chicken?
Yeah.
And, like, what was it, like 2 years ago now? I was fucking full swing. I was on the bike all the time. I was doing the boxing and the fighting and stuff. And I felt so fucking good all the time. And then just stopped. And I cannot get myself back.
So why do you think you stopped?
I stopped because I told myself that it was coming up to Christmas and I wanted to treat myself. Like, that's why I stopped. But
you
then,
can still treat yourself. Do you know what
yeah,
I
but I
mean? It's
never...
Like, fucking hell.
I didn't want to go through the whole of Christmas thinking I need to watch this, I need to watch that. But the thing is, it had got to a point where I wasn't thinking about what I was eating anymore.
This is the problem with it sometimes, is people pay look, you can't out-train a bad diet, is the old saying, yeah? But on the opposite side of the coin, yeah, you can't also restrict yourself to the point that you're miserable, because you're then not going to maintain fuck all.
Yeah.
Yeah? So if you put somebody on a chicken and fucking rice diet, how long do you think that's going to last?
Yeah, it's not.
Before that person goes, do you know what? I'm sick of chicken and fucking rice. I'm having a fucking Mars bar.
Yeah.
Yeah? Instead of having the sort of mindset in place, and you go, right, do you know what? I'm going to do the best that I can.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to the times that I do feel as if I need a fucking treat, I'm going to have one, and I'm not going to beat myself up about it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? I will have a kebab 3 times a fucking week.
£15 one.
So I'm spending fucking 45 quid a week on fucking kebabs. Yeah?
See,
but I don't beat
rich.
myself up about it.
Yeah.
And I don't think, oh, fucking hell, I fucked up what I want to achieve now.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm putting the work in.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not
and
putting the
I know
work
that
in.
I'm doing it to a level that I can fucking perfectly maintain that.
Yeah.
I'm not putting excess fat on.
Yeah.
And I'm still in fucking relatively good shape.
For an old cunt, like.
For an old cunt. Do you know what I mean? So on the basis of that, I don't feel as if I'm restricting myself at all.
Yeah.
And
You're in a position where your work ethic is kind of alright though, isn't it? When it comes to putting in the work and like the exercise side, my work ethic has dropped right off.
Yeah, but see
because I stopped enjoying it.
Why did you stop enjoying it though? Because it was the same shit all the time?
I tried loads of things. I tried pretty much everything that I could, and then I settled on, I really enjoy cycling.
Yeah.
So I bought the bike and I was doing that. And then the weather got bad, so like that was my excuse to myself that I wouldn't go back out on the bike because it was dangerous. And then I liked, the boxing, the bag work.
Yeah.
Really, like, that fucking upped my cardio. Consider I'm a fat cunt, like, my cardio was, I was out
It's one of the best things you can do.
I was outdoing people in cardio that were like fucking half my weight, like, do you know what I mean? And I really enjoyed that. But then we needed to tidy it up, so like the boxing bag went away and it never came back out.
Yeah.
And I just keep saying to myself, it's like one day now I will pull it back out, but I just didn't, like, do you know what I mean?
See, and that's the thing, one day.
Yeah, like,
that
I
one day.
fully understand what I'm doing, like,
Yeah.
but I don't know, I just, like, that's where the lack of motivation, and, well, even, I want to be small, I want to be fitter, I don't really care how much I weigh, I just care about feeling better, I care about going back to the way I felt then, where I was having full night sleeps, and I was, like, I was full of energy all day, because I feel like since I was off sick last year, I feel like I'm getting worse on my job.
Yeah.
And my physical endurance in work, it's just nothing. Like, I used to do
It's
70 hour
balance
weeks.
of everything, isn't it?
I used to do 70 hour weeks, no problem.
Yeah.
And then, like, Noah came along, I started losing a bit more sleep, and then obviously I got fucking sick, and then, like, I don't think I haven't felt the same since. And now coming up on a year, like, after summer, I thought I was gonna die. Like, I felt horrible, because I don't really suffer too much with like mental health issues, but, like, I was struggling over summer, like, really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, one sec, my fucking old man's texting me. Right, I think it's about time we probably shut it off now. Anyway, what's the time?
Dunno.
2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours is fine, isn't it?
2 hours is fine.
2 hours is cushy, and I hope
It's a nice little start.
the audio has been all right. I think we're gonna try working on keeping the mic close
Still.
to his face. Like,
Yeah,
you're fucking everywhere.
I
Like.
can't fucking sit still. Like, I've been out on the landing 3 times. I've been up the attic as well.
But yeah, I think, like, oh shit, I'm fucking clipping as well. But I think maybe we're just gonna work at it a little bit more, try getting the quality as best as we can.
Yeah, that's gonna come. We've had to sort of, like,
This is a little bit janky at the minute. I'm waiting on another mic.
we've had to Frankenstein some shit, haven't we?
Yeah, so I think the content is more important at the minute, but we'll try getting as best quality as we can. This is the first time I'm using my audio interface and shit. So if you have listened to this one, which is double the length of the last one, even more power to you, I reckon. Even more power to you. It's a long. I think the idea of this is that you fucking clean your house or something with us on in the background.
Yeah.
Rather than just, like, separating 2 hours of your life.
Yeah, don't sit down and just sit down and listen to it.
Don't, like, finish work and sit in your car for 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing tonight, love? Oh, I'm just gonna sit down and listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Just fucking chuck your headphones in. Go for a fucking walk. Go for a run.
Yeah. Do some exercise whilst listening to us, and then you will be less fat than I am.
You've just told them to do exercise now.
Yeah.
We can't get you to do it.
No.
We'll fucking sort it out. Don't worry.
Right, guys. Thanks very much for your time.
Yes.
And your earlobes. And we'll catch you next Wednesday on the Big Fat Chat. Catch you later.
Bye-bye.